The college basketball experience preview and picks for Sunday, January the 4th edition on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers, plays just $5 and gets $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. Welcome, everybody, into the college basketball experience preview picks for Sunday, January the 4th. Game 120 is delivering a gem currently. 120 games on the slate. We'll recap every game. We'll look ahead to Sunday, fun day. We got 40 games on the dock. But this San Diego State, Boise State game, God damn, the Mountain West is the best. I love this league. Mountain West After Dark, currently in triple overtime. So I said if we got the triple overtime, we'll fire and go live. But yeah, here we are. But yeah, intros. I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. former staffer with us, me with the Governors, South Kakalaka with the Gamecocks, West by God, Virginia with the Mountaineers, also known as... Making back tonight over here at the College Experience, and joining us, everybody's favorite over here. He is the LeBaron driving cocktail napkin having from the state of Michigan. He's a good guy. A lot of people have been asking about you, Bieniek. They were wondering how Rebecca was, but hey, Noah Bieniek, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, today there was 120 games, and Mac, we were talking on the stream. It was scheduled for 11:45 midnight last night. We were talking for about a half hour, 45 minutes while Colby was late, and we're like, maybe not one of the best and most exciting on paper mega Saturdays of all time, and boy, I think it overshot expectations. And yeah, I guess I'll still address that. Like, I know there's probably not too many people that have been like antsy and wondering where I've been and wishing I was on the shows. I mean, I've been during the holiday season, I've been mentally not very tough and also sick. But also I was out for New Year's. Shout out to Rob and Troy jumping on that show with Colby. But yeah, that's where I've been. It's not the easiest thing to do to stay up till 4 or 5 a.m. I think I used to be programmed to do it more than the average person, but this year it's been kicking my ass more than it has before. But speak of kicking ass, just the Mountain West game here at 1 a.m.
Listen, the code word for not as mentally tough and kicking ass is, there might be some scattered ass over there. You never know, Bieniek. You don't have to get into it, but a couple of us, Big Dundee and Moneyline Mac over here, we've been around the block, fella. We've been around the block, so hey, we're pulling for you, brother. Anything to add to that? No. Cold Stone Sober Bieniek over here. You want to talk games?
Yeah, there's 120 of them. We're gonna be up till 4 a.m. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean we could zoom through a couple of these because I watched a shitload of ball today, but I did not watch 120 games. That is mathematically impossible.
Again, drinking water out of a fire hose with these types of slates. So
let's go. Wahoo Wah gets it done 76-61 over here against NC State. Dude, this was an ass whipping. They led by 27. They made 13 threes. I win a lock battle against Colby here.
There you go.
If you want to chime in on any of these, Bieniek, just let me know.
All right, I like that. This one, yeah, just an ass kicking from the get go. Um, I picked NC State. I didn't bet this one, but it was like I thought that they would maybe respond after the whole press clippings and media, brouhaha that Wade had, but no, they just kind of laid down. Um, yeah, impressive performance on the road, nonetheless, by Virginia here.
Yeah, they get a split on that road trip. So, yeah, much needed bounce back here with the Wahoos over NC State. NC State's kind of a little bit of a money team. Speaking of money teams,
Yeah, they did that without Jakari White too. Virginia did, who's been one of their better players.
correct.
Definitely, like their starting wing. So
Um, dude, Alabama beat the shit out of Kentucky. This is a bad. So Dundee got back with me or back at me here. He won a lock battle here. Kentucky. I thought maybe
I
they.
was on the Cats too. So
Yeah,
you got me too.
I thought maybe they found something once they got Quaidens back. That was a bad play. Kentucky's a fraud. And
Yeah,
I'm going to start treating them like one. Yeah, the St. John's win was nice, but maybe St. John's just sucks, and we'll get to them in a minute. But
yeah,
Alabama battle tested in the non-con, good win for Nate Oates. That's 4-0 against Mark Pope now in 2 years. They're kicking
that's
their
pretty
ass.
good.
They're kicking their ass, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, I mean the way that the guards played today, just their speed and tempo that they played at, Kentucky just wasn't able to stay with it, guard it in the backcourt, and that was a big difference in this one. The other difference was just Kentucky did not shoot it very well, and just plain and simple, Alabama's backcourt outplayed him. Um, and that's what I chalk a lot of that up to. Quaintance didn't really make as much of an impact in this game as he did in St. John's. And to your point, Mac, like St. John's has their own issues, and Quaintance is still kind of working himself back into this, I guess. It'll be slow and methodical. He only played 24 minutes tonight, according to the box
Yeah.
score. So, yeah, I just I expected Kentucky to be better, and yeah,
I
bad
think we
pick
all did.
here, and also just like on the season, I'm left a little stumped.
Yeah, I think this is going to happen though every year. We saw this with football with a couple teams. Like these money teams aren't automatically going to click just because they got paid a lot of money. So $20 million not looking good for Kentucky right now. Pitt sucks. They suck at everything, and a good win for Clemson here. Shout out to Clemson, man. They go on the road. They win at Syracuse. They win at Pitt. 2-0 to start ACC play.
Yep, yep. I got nothing here. I did not have this one on the screen or really monitor it that well. But yeah, Clemson gets the road win here.
Yeah, I would. I think the game summed up the two programs. It was a good spot for Pitt. It's a back-to-back road spot for Clemson. Pitt needs the game. They're already 0-1, but Clemson's a tougher program than Pitt right now. Pitt's a soft ass program. They're 7-8. They lost by games. They got blown up by my Mountaineers. I mean, my Mountaineers aren't very good. For them to blow them out, that kind of tells you how bad Pitt is this year. So Pitt's going to be a bottom team, and it's great because you guys suck at life and eat shit Pitt forever. So that's my analysis. Good win, Clemson. They got a big week coming up here. Colby and NC Nick were at this game. Campbell gets it done. We both double locked that, so that's a win for us. The Campbells here, year one under Coach Antrajic. Sorry.
It's a valiant effort.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking the former Florida assistant for Todd Golden. I can tell you where he came from. I can tell you where he was at before this, but I can't pronounce anybody's name. You know that. They're good, man. Campbell's solid.
Yeah, Andrejchek, I believe, is how that went.
There's fucking name is.
But yeah, Campbell dominated them on the glass. They were able to make a little bit of a second chance opportunities, make a little bit out of that, and be able to kind of weather the storm that Northeastern, typically puts on you from the outside shooting wise. Campbell putting up 97 here is super impressive. DJ Smith at 31 of those 97 points. And then Dovidas Budka. I don't know if I drilled that or not,
Nice.
but
Now you're butchering names. Good.
went for 15 and 14. Yeah, Colby and Nick saw a great game here. And for those that are wondering where Colby's at right now, he'll be at the FCS National Championship game between Illinois State and Montana State tomorrow.
He told everybody last night. Yeah, he's got some guests lined up, so he's ready to rock and roll. So if you're going to be in the Nashville area or in the Kentucky area because he's going through there, hit up Pick Dundee. He's on the road with Muddy Waters. Fucking dude. All right, so I locked up Wake. But I was hesitant in my analysis because I know Wake. The spot was great for Wake. You're getting Virginia Tech off a triple overtime win against Virginia. Wake just struggles under Forbes of blowout teams. They get the win. It was a nice bounce back win, gritty win, I guess. They're 10-5 on the year, but I feel like Wake is the same version of themselves every year. You can pencil them in for 18, 19 wins, and they'll be in the NIT.
Yeah. And this one too, I heard it was a tough week for Forbes and his family. Like he lost his mom.
He's had a couple of tough years, man.
Yeah, mom, wife with cancer.
Yeah, he's a good dude too. So I like Forbes.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can understand a little bit of distractions. Tragic magic gets them over the finish line there as they had. They were trailing a little bit down the stretch, but the Deeks were able to pull one out here for the coach.
Next up on the dock. Hey, you won't believe this. I locked up Providence. I did not take it on the money line because I hate them. Dude, we got a problem with the St. John's. We have a problem. That was a joke down the stretch execution wise offensively. Up 8 with 8 to go. Sorry, up 10 with 8 to go. Providence made all the tough plays down the stretch, and Bryce Hopkins, like, dude, I didn't hit on this enough because we were zooming through games last night. Providence wanted a piece out of Bryce Hopkins after he took that NIL check and sat out the year. And they took over the Garden, by the way. I mean, that was a pro-Providence crowd. This St. John's team's got some issues, man. This is more closer to year one than last year for the Johnnies here. They're not close to UConn right
No,
now.
not at all. St. John's,
they may not even be
they're an NCAA tournament bubble team.
Yeah, Villanova's better than them right now.
Yeah, I think they probably have a argument and a case to say that. Yeah, I thought your analysis on this game was pretty spot on. Like Providence came out of the gates like kind of slow. St. John's was up big early, and then Providence was able to kind of take that momentum back. They showed off that they had a good crowd there at the Garden. And they kind of just played this thing without mistakes in the second half, and they were able to out execute the Johnnies when they needed to. And I thought that was a big thing. Is like St. John's outside of Edgefor today had not much.
And that freshman's good for fucking Providence, by the way.
Yes, the Vox kid.
Vox, God, the play down the stretch he made and the shot he made before that, he made some big plays.
He's been big in big games. He's a freshman and he's had some duds, but in the moment he's clutch.
Yeah, great win for Kim English, man. We've been a tough skeptic. I mean, rightfully so. They've been terrible.
Yeah, I'm still not jumping off of that yet.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, but a good win here and a good win for the Friar Nation because they wanted that one over fucking Bryce Hopkins with the way that they kind of stole him after he cashed those checks. You remember Kevin Willard year one at Maryland, how they overachieved like crazy, all things considered. And then year two kind of sucked, and then year three he bolted. I'm getting vibes with Villanova closer to Maryland year one. This team is pretty good, man. This team's got an identity. They play hard. They defend and they play hard. I like this Villanova team. The more and more I've watched in the last couple games, entering Big East play.
Yeah, this is a very good win. Pulled
Dude,
away late
yeah.
in this and just, kind of just stepped on Butler's throat, and were able to, um, finish him off. Caden Lewis, that freshman, kind of has been, you know, figuring it out to the next level, if that's even a saying. But as this kid goes, the team goes, and I think he's only going to get better. And he has been getting better throughout the season. He had another good one today. Went for 12 with 6 assists and five steals. Five steals. So yeah, I think this Butler team's good too. And going into Hinkle and getting that W is impressive by 18.
Yeah, I would say Villanova's the second best team in the Big East right now. I don't think that's an overreaction. And you know what, man? I know Willard was fucking awkward as shit, and the whole thing with Maryland was weird how it went down at the end. But he was damn good at Seton Hall for the decade he was there. Hold on, I'm watching the end of this.
Yeah.
San Diego State holds on. Did that layup count? The number was 4.5. That's why I asked. I don't think it counted. Damn it! What a win! But yeah, no, I mean, I think Villanova's the second best team, and I think Willard is a good coach in the Big East. It's more his identity. I think he's back home, and dude, talk about an upgrade from fucking Neptune to Willard.
Yes.
So a good
Yeah,
win.
it's a different style of ball, but they're winning, and I think they're happy.
Next up, I don't have much on this. Temple cruises 76-57. UTSA is bad. Temple 2-0 in league play. And I think I have one more that kind of was a cruiser here. Dude, VCU is just a machine. Basically a wire to wire win by double digits on the road. That wasn't the easiest spot in the world. I mean, they were off the Bonnie's big win. They got St. Louis on deck. It was a little bit of a sandwich spot, but this team's good. This team's fucking really good. Once again, this is a good culture, VCU.
Yeah, it's hard to not, have a successful coaching tenure. It's turning a lot like VCU just year after year and coach after coach has
Mhm.
remained consistent as a program. And Duquesne, like you could say the same thing for them. Tough spot, go on the road, double overtime victory over Davidson, and just kind of, um, lost some gas in the second half of this one. But yeah, VCU has been, I would even say, better than I thought they were going to be. Like I thought they were going to be good. I didn't
Dude.
know if they'd be necessarily the front runner, the team to beat in the A10, but they've looked pretty close to that. And if they're not that, they're playing the current team that I think is the front runner in St. Louis next January 7th, this Wednesday.
And where they get him? They get him at the Seagull, so you know that place is gonna be
Correct.
jumping. Too bad I'm not back in the Richmond area for that one because you know me, man. I love me some Siegel Center basketball. So
Yeah.
VCU continues to roll. This game was on crack. I lost on Georgia here, covering the number. Game goes to overtime. 4-point play. Fucking Auburn fouls on a three. Then they miss a free throw on purpose. Auburn gets a tip in, or not tip in, kind of a nice play by Stephen Pearl, X him off, get a rebound, shoot it in at the buzzer. But Georgia, dude, Mike White finds ways to win games, man.
Are you buying in?
To Georgia,
Yeah.
I yeah, they're 13-1. Like I just think that they're. What's your definition of buy-in? Do I think they're a Sweet 16?
It's a little much, but you said it, not me.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, if you're asking if I think they're a Sweet 16 team, no. But round of 64, if they get the right draw in a 7-10 game, I think they could win one, get to the round of 32. Yeah,
I'm selling my stock right here on Georgia. Still a very young team. Um, to me, has not played a boatload of good competition. I think this is probably their best win of the year. against Auburn, and I don't know if Auburn's going to be that great. I kind of see Auburn as like an 8 seed or deeper in the NCAA tournament, and I kind of see Georgia in that same range too.
Yeah,
Next game for Georgia here is at Florida. I do not believe that Mike White's fared it well against Golden and the Gators, and
got him
I mean,
last year.
why would they? They've probably been a dog in every one of those games. But then they should do all right in South Carolina, Ole Miss. So maybe now's not the time to sell. Maybe it's after that Ole Miss game. To be honest, actually, their SEC schedule, the start of it's not the teeth of the conference, that's for sure. So, you know what? Georgia could be 17-3. Um,
Yeah, dude,
they-
that's what I mean. Like, I think they're just solid. They're solid. Like,
yeah.
it's just you know what you're gonna get. They're gonna win 22-ish game, 21, 22 games, and we'll see if they can win that round of 64 game. They couldn't do it last year because they got fucked with that Gonzaga draw. That
Yeah.
was brutal.
Looking at the schedule now, because I wanted to sell. Like, I think they've got some talent, but I think they're young. And I honestly, I kind of liked last year's team a little bit better than I did this year's team. But this year's team has young talent, some length, and you know they have the athleticism needed to compete in the SEC. They kind of remind me of the 6 seed South Carolina team from a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, from Lamont Paris. Like they were
Overachieve.
they were good. They overachieved a little bit with a softer schedule in conference, and um, and they may have gotten bounced in game. Like that's kind
They
of the
lost to
vibe
Oregon.
that I'm getting on Georgia. Yeah, they lost game 1 to Oregon, so it's kind of the vibe I'm getting on the Bulldogs right now. Good. I don't think they're great. I don't think they're probably a top 5 seed in the NCAA tournament. I've shortened that up since originally when I asked you that, just looking at the schedule here that they've got in the SEC. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the Bulldogs. Good win. I mean, absolute battle, chaotic down the stretch there. Uh, Mac, what do you always say about the foul up 3 boys? But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The foul up 3 boys are having a tough weekend here. It's
yeah,
good
there's
to
been
see.
a couple of them.
Yeah, it's it, context matters. I know that like I'm not against fouling up 3. I'm not one of those guys like you, but I think like fucking who is fucking Rothstein. You have to foul up 3 or it's a death set. No, that's not true at all. If you're fucking Houston, you can trust your fucking defense. We've seen it for 10 plus years under Kelvin Sampson. But if you're not very good defensively, maybe all right, I'll foul up 3. Yeah, I think context matters. There's not one all be all. I hate when people fucking act like that. Those are people that have never fucking coached or played the game. I feel the same way with the analytics, with all this on the football side of things. Fourth down, just automatically going for it just because the spreadsheet told you to. Context, game flow, momentum matter. I'm not saying you don't go for it or don't foul up 3, but context matters. So we got 110 games left, so I won't go
Correct.
in on the analytics crowd too much right now. Kent State, they kind of look like shit today. They won
Yeah,
77-3,
went
but
through the
they won.
motions,
Yeah.
holiday motions.
Okay, got it done. Southern Miss. Oh man, I thought I did not bet this game. I almost did. Louisiana is becoming a chippy dog at home, though.
Yeah, it's kind of what we predicted, right?
Yeah, under 20s. Yep. Good win,
January through
Southern Miss.
March, they'll be feisty.
Yep, good win for Southern Miss. The system cashes. Vermont gets it
Both
done.
of them.
Yeah,
Both of them were in this window. Both systems cashed with Vermont and Colgate. Colgate was a little bit tighter, but we were able to get both of them over the finish line.
yeah, and we gave that out as a parlay, so that's a double winner
Okay,
there.
there you go.
Of course, we gave out the system. Vermont was much easier. We actually thought Colgate might be easier, but it was not. Vermont does what they do, 1-0 in America East play. Upset of the day, or not upset of the day, but upset just in general.
Yeah.
Georgia State goes to Coastal and wins by 18. Yeah, where's Dundee at? I fucking talked him off locking Coastal, so that's a win for him that I talked him off at.
Just the fashion in which the Panthers won this game was surprising. Coastal Carolina losing a home game to a bottom tier team, I don't think is like out of the realm of ordinary. Like they're well in the cards of being able to drop a stinker like this. So, but yeah, quite the stinker.
Another upset.
Yeah.
VMI beats their former head coach. God damn it. Colby talked me off this one. So yeah, fuck you, Dundee, you fucking jackass. Dude, Chattanooga's not the same this year. I know we got burned on it last year. I
Yeah.
should have doubled down and went back to it. They beat Dan Earl. Chattanooga's a little bit of a shell of themselves. 0-2 to start SoCon play. Good win for VMI, the Cadets, on
Did
a
you catch
Saturday.
any of this? Was it
No.
it a good crowd? No.
I saw the pictures on Twitter and
Okay.
a couple videos because I try and at least catch it a little bit of what the crowd or if there was a dust up or a crazy buzzer beater
What
that
do you think there was a good crowd here? Because VMI and Citadel always like are better
yeah,
at
it
home on
was
the
solid.
weekends than
It was
midweek.
solid. It wasn't the traditional one because the
Yeah.
students
It's the holiday. Yeah.
yeah, it's the holidays still, but it was I mean, it still was a Saturday, so the cadets showed up.
Yeah.
Uh
Speaking of,
Citadel fucking covered by the hook. I locked this one up. In-state battle, man. This is who was giving a shit. Say don't lock up
dude,
Citadel. They cover against all the South Carolina teams.
there was 120 games, but I know somebody in this Wofford game went off for the Terriers.
Nick or sorry,
Niles Machowski.
yeah, 37.
Yeah, he went for 37. Good lord.
Yes.
Yeah, I was seeing some buzz on the timeline for that, but didn't watch any of it.
We ate shit on this one, dude. Texas
you
Tech
take?
dude, we locked up OK State. We thought this would be kind of a dogfight. Traditionally, these two teams play close games, a lot of familiarity. Lutz is a good coach as a dog, but the old Red Raiders have found something over the last couple weeks. Ever since that Arkansas loss, they put up 100 plus against Northern Colorado. They beat Winthrop by like 30 or 40. They beat Duke at the Garden, and now they beat Oklahoma State by 20, scoring 100. Maybe their role guys are finally playing better. It's not just the fucking JT Toppin and Christian Anderson show only every game.
Still is the Christian Anderson's emerged as like the number one for this team, if that makes sense. Like he's the one that's creating, and a lot of it's going through him rather than going through Toppin, if that makes any sense. Because he had another crazy game. Hit some crazy shots.
A lot. They throw it to Toppin.
Yes, they do. They do. But he went for 19 and 13 today.
Yeah. What'd Toppin go for? 23 and 14.
It's absurd. Oklahoma State was without that Lefteris, the Greek kid again.
Yeah,
that's been a development lately for the last couple of games for them.
Yeah, Texas Tech Houston this week. This is what's great about the Big 12 with having those like top 6-7 teams. So you're going to get them every other night. We already touched on it. Colgate gets it done. They do what they do. The toothpaste. Anything to add? It was sweaty.
I got nothing here.
Yep. Winter chicken dinner. We'll take it. God damn it, man. We fucking locked Boston. This was basically a pick. American gets it done. Line stunk. American got out to a big lead, but then Boston had the lead with 10 minutes ago, but couldn't hold on. Good win. I mean, two good programs in this league.
Yeah, I got nothing here either. I really kind of missed a lot of this one monitoring it, so I got nothing.
All right, so we ate shit on this one, man. I thought this was a good spot for K-State. We thought it was a good spot for K-State because it was BYU's first true road game. AJ DeBonce's first true road game. I mean, K-State punched him, got out to a nice lead, but BYU just fucking said, didn't say. BYU just out-athleted them, made shots down the stretch. DeBonce made some big shots. Robert Wright made some big shots. They're good. They're good. I mean, they're good. They're good. Like they're super talented. And that was a good crowd at K-State. That wasn't one of the sleepy ones. And Tang's been really good as a dog.
Yeah, K-State had him in the deep water too. Created 19
Mm-hmm.
turnovers in this one. Uh,
Yep.
but BYU
3
is
from
yeah,
3 for K-State. K-State couldn't make a shot.
BYU has that finesse in them, but also like this year they're physical enough to at least dominate on the glass like they did here against Kansas State. They had 16 offensive rebounds, 47 on the game, compared to 35 for the Wildcats. And, um, last year they lacked that a little bit until Keita really emerged as the one of their better big men. And this year, like the identity of this BYU team is a little changed and also for the better.
Agreed. And yeah, KT says wants to pop in and say fuck you. I say fuck you right back, and thank you for tuning in once again every single night. You jack fuck. Hope you're having a good weekend. Shout out to the Chad, trying to do a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, it's
Not
always tough
not
with
the
the chat
ideal
on two guys.
setup here, but dude, BYU's good. K State and IT. They got a lot of work to do.
NIT is lucky. They're lucky if they get an NIT.
Don't they have 10 wins already? 9-5. I mean,
Also, they'll probably deny the NIT. They'll take the crown.
well, he might be fired. I mean, might be fired by that point if they miss a third straight NCAA tournament. West Georgia wins 88-76 over Eastern Kentucky. This was kind of a stunner. Yeah, kind of surprised that Eastern Kentucky's sucking. Anything here, Bieniek?
Yeah, this one kind of snuck through the cracks a little bit, but yeah, EKU. I didn't think they'd be this bad. I didn't know if they would have the strongest team in the AW Hamilton era, but I didn't think they'd be losing by double digits to West Georgia bad.
High Point Business. They did not cover.
Didn't cover.
Yeah, against Longwood. Longwood always seems to fuck with them, but 2-0 for the old High Pointers. Dude, fucking Vanderbilt. They cover every goddamn game. Is this team ever not going to cover? This
Put
is
some respect.
What do you mean put some respect? They were like 11.5 today. I mean,
And they covered by what? Half point here?
half.
It
I mean,
was 12.
dude, I am playing the same game every single time. There's a lot of ways to cover 11.5 in a fucking road game in conference play, especially the first one. Vanderbilt just continues to roll. It's incredible. South Carolina looks like they're kind of on pace for another bottom tier finish. Lamont Paris. It's almost like the South Carolina is a hard job.
I like it. Saying a lot of what I wanted to say there, and yeah, you always got to throw that reminder out there, like, hey, it's the SEC. South Carolina is not really a basketball job.
No,
and it's tough to win. Tough to win,
bro.
It's almost
Vandy,
like
Alabama, Nashville, Wednesday or Tuesday night.
there you go.
That's
almost like you shouldn't run a Final Four coach out of Columbia. Eh?
yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I know he didn't have it rolling, but like he was around 500 every single year. It's better than what this has been the last 4 years. Yeah, they got the one NCAA tournament, but they've been in the basement the other 3 years. They weren't in the basement under Frank.
Then that AD on his way out gave the baseball job to his 70-year-old buddy, and that one's going to go into the shitter.
Oh, and Beamer's kind of a mess. I mean, South Carolina athletics.
Who's the former TCU AD? He's there in Columbia. He's got to start making some moves.
Yeah, that for sure.
All I gotta say,
dude, Buffalo's rolling.
Buffalo, yeah, this was one of my bets. Buffalo took care of business here in this one, and yeah, I didn't watch a ton of it, but Ball State, I just don't know if they're going to be very good in the MAC, and I was like, yeah, it seemed like a short line. I think I got Buffalo at 7. So yeah, Bulls.
How did this finish? Did Presbyterian end up holding on? Yeah, Presbyterian held on 86-77. A good win. I mean, this is the problem with these fucking Saturday slates. Obviously, you could tell that we're able to, or I know at least for myself, I'm able to get eyes on every single noon game because there's always 7 to 8 games, and I can quad box each one, and I can watch it start to finish. But when you start getting into this 2 o'clock slate and the 4 o'clock slate, when they're loading you up with fucking 30 to 40 games in each fucking window, it's impossible. It's
Yeah, I
fucking impossible.
can't always say that about Saturdays at noon. However, I did crash early yesterday and was able to catch a little bit of the morning slate. But yeah, I tend to agree with you. And also Presbyterian Upstate's not one of the first ones that I'm like waking up to the day and looking forward to throwing this one on in the 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock slate or whatever, right after some of the noon bangers finish up. So, but Presbyterian here had 4 guys in double digits. Jonah Pierce dropped 29 and 12 in the win here by 9.
Good win for Presbyterian. The Blue Hose, they're playing well. UMass Lowell got it done over Albany. They look like they've gotten a little bit better, 83-71. I know you did not get eyes on this. You kind of already hinted at that. So if you want to chime in on it, all right, let's skip. Let's just, fuck you, Boston College. Hey, how do you not cover against Georgia Tech and Damon Stoudemire, who is the worst favorite coach in the history of this game?
The toilet bowl
Georgia
here.
Tech. Georgia Tech, 65-53. Good win. We ate shit on this because actually, timeout. BC had a 4-point lead at the under 8. I didn't even know that. Like, I was score watching. I didn't realize they had a 4-point lead at the under 8, and they still lost by 12. This team is a fucking ass. I mean, are you kidding me? You fucking can't cover 6.5 when you're up 4 on Georgia Tech at the under 8. That is ridiculous. Anything here, Bieniek, other than these teams suck or Boston College sucks?
I think you had it right the first time. These teams suck. Just BC sucks more.
Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous. I knew it was a tight game, and I thought that they just pulled away late. I didn't realize BC had a 4-point lead at the 8 minute. I mean that's yeah. Jerry's talking about it in the chat. Tied at the 5 minute mark. Fuck you, Boston College. I'm so sick of them. Another team I'm sick of, Maine,
Yeah.
dude. They couldn't score for the first 10 minutes of the game again. They fight all the way back. All this team does, and everybody gives a shit for a love for Maine. All they do is lose close games. This is another fucking 5-point loss. How many of those do they have on the goddamn year at this point? They got
Many.
at least like 7, 8 losses by fucking 6 or less points.
But
This
they have
team's
more games where they don't cross the number 60 offensively.
I know.
But yeah, I went down with you on this one too. I had Maine. Dude, Bryant's not been that good this year
I
either.
know.
And
Bad loss.
Bryant only scores 56. If you would have told me that Bryant would have scored 56 in this one, we were getting 2.5 prior to the game, I would have bet it. Had you told me the final score for the Bulldogs. So just an ugly game all around. And yeah, Black Bears
Maine
just weren't able to score enough points.
favorite. Maine closes the favorite. Fucking bitches.
A good
God,
CLV.
that fucking Northeast bullshit. Maine and Boston College right now. You're dead to me. This game was. This is a stunner. Actually, it's not a stunner.
Yeah.
Because North Dakota fucking is chippy at home in this league. This is why Colby almost wanted to lock South Dakota State, but I was like, I don't know, man. North Dakota and Grand Forks will pick a team off here and there, and South Dakota State looked good in the opener. So what a nice win for the old Hawks here.
Yeah, I'm not like super convinced that the Jackrabbits are what they have been in years past. Like as a front runner or what have you. It's year one for Peterson as a head coach. There's gonna be some a learning curve here, especially on the road in conference play. So I wouldn't throw those type of expectations on them. But good win for North Dakota, pulling this one out in overtime. But I guess that's more of my take. They came off a 15-point win. You got to be able to manage some of those, emotions coming off of that one day turnaround, hit the road against a regional rival. Shout out to Fortman saying that
Yes,
thanks
shout out
to
to
Dundee and Mac for last night's picks plus the great comedy.
Shout out to Foreman. He's been in here every single night. So shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you, and thanks for the donation. Yes, we did have a fun show per usual on a Saturday night with some cocktails last
I've
night.
heard.
Yeah, your name might have been thrown in there. Hofstra wins. Drexel covers. I talked about this fucking. I thought that was too much. Drexel is finally played a home game, able to cover that 6.5. Good win for Speedy Claxton though here on the road as they continue to play well.
Yeah, yes, sir. I think they have a team this year. I think it's kind of like one of those boomerang teams where last year was not a great season. I think this is a type of group where they can bounce back big, and they're one of the front runners in the CAA this year. This is a good win on the road at Drexel.
Dude,
What was that for?
this dude,
Dude,
like I
did
watched
you
this.
see what Javante Campbell did in this game?
I saw how it ended. I saw fucking the dumbass fucking big for UMass foul up fucking 3. Another motherfucker fouled up fucking 3. Then Bowling Green made 3 free throws. Jesus Christ, man.
Dude,
Fuck UMass gave this game away. They covered the
Bowling
number for
Green.
what it's worth, but fuck, I mean, dude, they gotta win this game. This is a ridiculous loss.
Bowling Green scored 40 or sorry, Bowling Green scored 101 points in this game. 47 were by one freaking player.
20 from the foul line. Yeah. It was brutal. Fucking
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know the game went to overtime, and he went off in overtime, so he got to pad his stats a little bit in overtime, but still, I mean, he had 38, 39 going into overtime. I mean, fucking a ridiculous foul, just fucking low IQ play. Just I threw shit at this game. UMass had to get that one, man. They got to go back to playing the ACC. they, they they can't win the MAC games. They fucking dominate the ACC. They can't win the MAC games right now. God damn, that was painful. Yeah, 0-3 to start league play. Not ideal. Taking after the football team right now.
Yeah.
Central Arkansas is just the greatest team in the country. They win by 20. This team is way improved.
Much improved. Schulman's a good coach. Yeah, we keep saying that, but like Stetson's not a very good team this year. They took care of business. It's like we shouldn't have to, but give them their flowers for doing that because this program in the past hasn't necessarily done that. So,
Bieniek, take this question. This is right up your alley.
thoughts from 357 $5. Thoughts about the Lions' failure and why Ben Johnson and the Bears are the future champs. Well, I know 357 is a Chicago Bears fan. Lions failure. I mean, they had to search for 2 new coordinators. I think it was 5 or 6 new position coaches. That's the first time that Campbell's had to do that in this era. And the Lions have never had like expectations before, so they're good at being the hunters and not necessarily the hunted. And the way the NFL schedule works is when you are the former 1 seed in the conference, then you get the toughest schedule for the upcoming season. And when you suck ass like the Bears have and the entire franchise's history, oftentimes you play the 4th place schedule. So, yeah, the rookie head coach has had a little bit of a cakewalk, and yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Technically today. My hopes aren't very high. The entire offensive line is decimated, so I think that Ben Johnson's going to get his lick back after he put up 50 burger on him the first time that we played.
There you go, Bieniek. There's your Lions breakdown. David Mattel says I sound sober tonight. No, I just no shots and no whiskey tonight. I stay disciplined. I just pounded Miller Lights all day. So usually it goes well, or it doesn't go dark at least. If I don't fucking switch it up to the brown shit, but start switching up to that brown shit. You don't know what the fuck's the night's gonna bring next. So yeah, cheers to you, Dave Matola. Arizona wins again. Shocker. But yeah, cheers to you, brother. Binghamton, take it on NJIT 73-65. We this is the worst game of the fucking day.
Yeah, I got no thoughts on this one. I wouldn't say it was the worst game of the day either.
No, I mean this was the worst game of the year just going into it. Just like if you picked two teams you just would not want to watch play, this was a candidate. You couldn't pay me to watch this game. This is terrible.
There was a really bad game
In
later
the
on in the
SWAC.
day, I believe. There was 120. Hold on. No, it was not SWAC. It was CAA. We'll get to it later.
Charleston Southern continues to play good basketball. They win 86-83. They get backdoored here on the cover, but still a good win for Coach Nimley.
Nimley.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
Nimley. Sorry.
Nimley's doing a good job down there. So continue to roll there with the Buccaneers. This game was fucking crazy. There was rumors you were at this game with Rebecca. Ohio wins at the Horn. Fucking crazy game. Maxion delivers.
Yes, it does. Never fails. This was one of the more exciting finishes of the day. Stan Heath. I got nothing else for you. Good win for Ohio. They needed that. Kind of been they're starting to snowball affect this thing and grab some momentum in the season. They won 7 of their last 8 after a rough start so far.
And would you like to comment on if you and Rebecca were getting coffees outside Ypsilanti here at the arena for the chat?
No, I'll let them keep speculating or whatever. you and Colby can keep drumming up, stirring up whatever you want to do.
Oh man, you can't take yourself too seriously. Cannabis Capper, let's go from you to Cannabis Capper. Cannabis Capper, this was double lock for us. DePaul, much improved. Year 2 of Holtman. I like what I'm seeing for DePaul this year. Anything you want to add on the RuPaul?
I dislike what I've seen from Xavier this year. So
yeah,
we move.
Good win, Cannabis Capper.
Yeah,
dude, this was fucking easy. TCU wire to wire, tougher than Baylor, man. They fucking bring in that NBA guy. Fucking, he played. He didn't even have a name on his jersey. I mean, what is he doing? TC Jamie Dixon on that fucked up rubber court, man. They got an identity. They're tough. And they win Big 12 games. That's what he's done in his tenure there. They protect home court. Good win over Baylor.
Yeah, and Najee made a negative impact in this game. There's like a gigantic stink about this entire situation. Like, until he actually plays well, it doesn't move the needle to me. Like, he didn't play in the NBA. He flopped out of the NBA, and now he's come back to college to. I mean, he's an international student now working to a degree if he wants a degree. Yes, I know he's cashing checks with NIL and whatever, but the thing that I don't get the most of it is how he's a freshman. But that's the least of the problems right now. So.
Don't ask for this fucked up bullshit situation to ever make sense. Good win for the Frogs here. This was the Big 12 window. I mean, I had Big 12 games fucking everywhere. I think at one time
you were in La La Land,
dude. At one time they were on Fox, they were on NBC, they were on True
Peacock,
TV, yeah, and they were on ESPN. I was like, God damn, fucking, they're covering ground right now. Another one I hit. UCF gets it done. Second time in 3 years they stormed that court against the Jayhawks. This is a huge fucking win for Johnny Dawkins, where I think that they're going to be a bubble team just from what they've done so far in the non-con and then so far in the league play. They avoided the bad loss. Their only loss is to Vanderbilt, who obviously is a wagon. But dude, the headline, This fucking Peterson guy, what the fuck's wrong with him? Cramps? Again? How old are you? Fucking 50? It's like the seventh game you've got cramps. Get the
I
fuck out there and play. What's
I
wrong with
think
this
it's something. I think it's something worse
guy? Ah,
than
fuck him.
cramps. I think it's something muscle wise, like a strain more than cramps. I think he's trying
Don't
to.
play the rest of the year.
I think he's trying to play through something that he shouldn't be trying to play through. Um, but when he does play, man, he is without a doubt the best player on the court. Um, Kind of sucks, but at the same time, even when he was on the court, this game was close. So,
Well,
yes,
they
if he
have
played 30, 33, 34 minutes like a typical starter, maybe Kansas pulls this one out. But, when he was off the floor, Kansas actually played. They've played well without him this year, too.
because they
So,
played more without him.
yeah, I mean,
I
the
think that their ceiling is limited without him. Like, I think he could make him a national championship contender, but he ain't gonna make him a national championship contender if he only plays every other 5th game.
yeah, the 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 issue for Kansas tonight was, just defense inside. Like UCF was able to get whatever they wanted in the second half here. So, um, yeah, the kid was outstanding, but that's not the reason why Kansas lost this game.
Council's good, man. I like Council. He
He's
takes some tough
he
shots
he's had like 2 or 3 really good games this year, and they've all come like
when Peterson gets hurt.
when Peterson gets hurt.
Yes, yes. They're winning NC State. He single-handedly won them that game, but,
Yes,
yeah, shout out to the Knights. That's a big fucking win, like I said. Riley Kugel, the former Florida Gator, and,
Jayhawk.
he never played for the Jayhawks, so
He
no,
was
he went
yeah,
to
he was on
Mississippi
that
State.
roster for
Yeah,
like 3 weeks.
yeah. But yeah, that's a great fucking win for the Knights, to kinda cement themselves in the middle of that, um, Big 12. I think that they've solidified themselves. They're a middle of the pack team. They're in that 7 to 10 range.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the Big 12 was hot and heavy in this window. Houston grinds it out. Did you see Kelvin Sampson's comments after the game?
No, I didn't.
He basically said Cincinnati used to be like a premier program, and I guess things changed. Like he basically just like shit on Wes Miller in Cincinnati because Cincinnati probably should have won this game. They controlled it. They were up double digits, and then Houston did what Houston does, man. They just grit, grind, get stops, pound you on the glass, get second chance points, and then use on it and sharp make tough shots. So that was like literally a Houston win. Like if you drop a Houston win on the road, that was exactly a Houston win for a push on the cover, even though this thing closed at 4.5.
Yeah, yeah. Going on the road, getting a win in conference is never easy, especially with a young group. This was their first road conference game, first true road game of the year.
Mhm.
Um, so getting it across the finish line is a good thing. 357 saying picks for Miami, Ole Miss, and Oregon, Indiana. Since Noah's not on, well, listen to the football show that these guys will be doing. I think they even gave out early looks. Me, it's pretty simple. I honestly don't watch a lot of these teams throughout the year because I get so annoyed with college football. Quite honestly, I root for the storylines and or like what I think would be the most funny. Um, yeah, give me Indiana and Ole Miss in a championship game. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, the other side would be funny too with Oregon and Miami if it was that because you get the Cristobal rematch or the Cristobal Bowl. But
Yeah,
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 for
yep.
sure. Houston, grit and grind. They find ways to win, man. And other teams find ways to lose on the road. Houston finds ways to win on the road. Dayton found a way to win on the road today.
Dude,
They were
Loyola Chicago, how predictable has this been? That
oh, I
just
know.
laid a total egg in the non-con,
They're gonna
and
kill
now
them.
they're playing at least spirited basketball with effort in the A10. on paper, they've never been a bad roster. So now all of a sudden, they knock off URI, who had not killed themselves yet with their non-con resume, but they're close. And then that basically ended the small, minuscule chance of an at-large. This almost ended an at-large too, with Loyola Chicago in this game. Javon Bennett had a nice one, hit the game winner in this for Dayton. But the storyline's 1000% Loyola Chicago, and they're gonna fuck up some teams' dreams in
Yeah,
this league.
they're playing better. To give Dayton credit, they find a way to get to 2-0 here in A10 play.
Yeah, this is a net 310 team that is playing like a net 130 team, and yeah, that's the most dangerous team in the country, just because of the impact that it could have on a potential at-large team if they lose that game.
Bro, I don't know how this game got away. Fucking GW wins by 22. LaSalle had the lead with 12 minutes left, and the fucking wheels fell off in the last 10 minutes. That was a brutal ending. Ugh, LaSalle's struggling right now. Year one.
Yep.
Navy Holy Cross. Navy gets it done 65-58. I think they cover by the hook. And SMU finally gets a ACC marquee win. They couldn't do it last year. They fluffed up their resume with all those beating the bottom half. They beat the shit out of Carolina today. They controlled that game. They dominated that second half. That crowd was rocking. SMU is a NCAA tournament team, I think, potentially down the road.
Yeah, I hate the kid's name, Boopy. Like, I can't call a 23-year-old
Colby
man
Miller
Boopy,
is
but
good.
dude, he was hitting some ridiculous shots in this game, man.
Yep.
On their home floor, getting that W, that was awesome. And yeah, I'm always gonna enjoy when North Carolina loses a game that they. I don't know if you should say like they shouldn't have lost this one because SMU's got a really talented backcourt over there. We've been on that one for quite a bit now, but yeah, this is just hilarious. I love it. UNC getting danced on by Boopy Miller.
Boopy Miller, baby. Shout out to the Stangs. They needed that. And we also need to let you know that all our picks are free over at the picks page. Convenient place for SGPN app. Download it for free over at the App Store and just type in SGPN. We're also brought to you by and partnered up with Kalshi, a real money prediction market and legal in 50 states. In all 50 states, you can trade tons of market, including sports, NFL, college football, college hoops, NBA, NHL, and much more. Plus, you can even trade props, just like the first TDs. Sports, they have tons of other markets, including politics, entertainment, and hell, even that fucking weather. So get on over there to Kalshi, and you can trade anything over there at Kalshi. New customers get $20 off when you use our promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Check out Noah Bieniek's video. He did an Underdog pickup today. Proud sponsor, brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you use our sign-up code TCESGPN. Get on over there, Underdog Fantasy, promo code TCESGPN. All righty, we move along here. Queens blows out Bellarmine, aka Blarmy, 98-76.
That
Good
was a
win
lock
for
of mine, but I got nothing to add there.
yeah, good win for Queens.
Yep.
Arkansas, dude, fucking Arkansas's freshman made some big plays down the stretch. Bud Walden was rocking. They get their revenge on Tennessee, who beat the shit out of them in the opener last year. This is a couple times now where Arkansas has really flexed their muscles down the stretch. They did so in that what's it called? What game was that? That was the Texas Tech game. And then they do so again against Tennessee today. So a good win for Coach Cal and company.
Yeah, this is my favorite bet of the day. I wish I was on the show yesterday to talk about it, but just the way that Arkansas has looked in each big game is they've never really been drilled. In all of them, they've shown plenty of like heart, drive, and mental fortitude to stay in it throughout. I know they blew a late lead to Duke. They blew a late lead to Michigan State, but at home in this one, I just thought they would be the more battle tested team than Tennessee, and they were able to show that. And yeah, Darius Acuff's just I really like this kid's game, and he's in like the perfect system for him with Cal just to give him the ball and let him create. Yeah. So, yeah, the Hogs, you mentioned it, like both freshmen for him. Like Malik Thomas also had a great game here. Again, another one of these teams that's only going to get better because of the freshmen still just kind of, figuring out their way. But man, these two can play.
They can go for sure. JMU goes to Arkansas State and wins outright 78-74. Big win for the Dukes.
Yeah, they're a tough read all around on JMU, and a little bit of a stumper on Arkansas State just in this performance. For me personally, didn't see this one coming.
Toledo edges out Central Michigan. I know Bieniek
had this one.
Yeah, we locked up Central Michigan. We locked up Arkansas too. So this was a kind window for us. Good win for Toledo. They survive on the road.
Central gave this up, but they were winning. Probably should have won this game. Yeah, they're just a much. We've been talking about it. We've been all over it. Like they're a much better team at home in year one under Bronkema, and yeah, Toledo really struggled with Clairvoyant. Like just inside, that's kind of a lot of where Central's success just kind of gets run through. So, yeah.
Gulf Coast bounce back win at North Alabama. North Alabama tough week, dropping 2 rare home games. That usually is not what they do under Tony Poolhole. Easy cover per usual. Memphis does not cover a big number at Rice. Rice was live in this game.
Had their hands full.
Yeah, Rice was up 13 early in the first half. I mean, this came right down to the wire, just like we thought it would. Thought Rice might be able to get across finish line. Memphis is. I'm not a believer in them, and I know you're not either.
Yeah. I got nothing there.
Dude. Thumbnail of the day. I went a lock battle against Pick Dundee. He went in with Akron. I went in with Miami of Ohio.
I had the Zips too. Good pick.
15-0. 15-0 for Travis Steele. This is one of the best fucking stories in all of college basketball.
This game was one of the best stories in all of college basketball.
Dude.
Yeah, fantastic crowd. Like, last unbeaten mid-major, coaching against his brother. Like, fantastic, dude. Yeah. This was one of the best games of the day. Delivered. Like, very entertaining watch. Highly recommend it.
Had it all, man.
Yeah. I would say, like, my lone takeaway from this was just I felt that if there was another quarter of this game, it was probably still a 5-point game one way or another. Like, they were tight throughout. Like, very entertaining game.
Yeah, man. We've had Steele on the show. We're definitely a pro Miami of Ohio pod. So yeah, let's go Red Hawks and keep rolling Redskins. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, I picked in the preseason Akron 1, Miami, Ohio 2.
It might be flip flops here, man.
Yeah, I mean, still, just we drilled it with those two being the two, and Kent State's been entertaining, but they've not played their sharpest the last couple of games. I think Akron and Miami are the two best right now in this league.
Miami of Ohio gets it done. Monroe, Texas State in the Fun Belt. Texas State edges them out 84-79. They avoid the trap game, and dude, I went in on this. Colby went in on this. Ole Miss sucks. God, this team is broken. Getting blown out by Oklahoma.
What was the angle here?
80 Porter Mosier auto fade when we get to league play every year.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, makes a little sense.
Beard's usually better once we get to league play, but this team just doesn't have it, man.
Xavier Brown, the Temple guard, was playing through like sickness today, and yeah, went off.
Good win, Boomer Sooner. They 1-0 to start league play. Ole Miss going in the wrong direction. Oklahoma seems like they might be able to get to back-to-back NCAA tournaments. We ate shit here too. Georgia Southern has won 9 in a row now. 4-0 in the Fun Belt. Charlie Henry doing a damn thing here, baby. This was not a fluke. This is wire to wire. ODU continues to be a head scratcher here, Noah.
Yeah, they're a tough team to predict, and also Georgia Southern's one of these that I think they've had a pretty soft schedule up until this point. So, shout out to them for beating who's on their schedule, but at the same time, I think it'll start to slow down here coming up as they get to playing some of the meat on their schedule. Um, that does not happen until late January.
Oh, Georgia Southern. This was a fun game. Bethune-Cookman edges them out 87-83 in overtime, I believe. So a nice win
Yeah,
for Bethune-Cookman.
that was my money line play. I had the Rattlers there.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'd make that a bet again. I mean,
Yeah,
it,
they
it
were in it.
right down the wire.
Had a chance, covered the spread.
I almost look like a genius here. I said Florida State could be live in this game because if you know the history of Duke going down to Tallahassee, for whatever reason, they fucking struggle to play in Tallahassee. I don't know what it is. They've lost like 3 or 4 times over the years with Coach K. Dude, they had their hands full all the way down to the wire here. And Duke's not going to blow these teams out like they did last year. The ACC is way better than they were last year. These teams at the bottom are not fucking dog shit anymore.
Especially on the road.
Yeah. Yep.
Duke had 2 prior road games, Michigan State and Army, to this one, but first one in conference play and dead atmosphere, you know.
If they should have lost the opener against Georgia Tech at home. They got bailed out by the fucking refs. That's how they won that game. Yeah, now they got to hit the road to Louisville. It's going to be interesting with this Duke team. They're going to take some losses in league play.
Yeah, I don't know if Duke's firing on all cylinders right now in general. They're trying to tinker and figure out whatever they want to do in this backcourt. Like Ken Boozer didn't necessarily have the greatest game. The point guard, younger or brother of Cam Boozer, who's the forward. Yeah, just whatever they're trying to do with the Caden Boozer, the Dame Sar, the Caleb Foster thing. I think that's something that they've got to iron out. Because right now, just you're not cohesive, I guess is the word that I'm maybe trying to think of. Is like there's not much rhythm there.
They're still trying to find their identity. They found it by this point last
The
year.
identity's Boozer, like up front. I'll say that. But yeah, they just got to figure out what lineup they like, whether it's like shooting around Boozer or what have you.
They're nowhere close to what they were last year defensively.
Yeah, 1,000%.
That's the biggest drop off. Last year defensively, they were stupid with all that size. Like it was ridiculous. Yeah. They were like Michigan this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. They're still 13-1. Nitpicking Duke here. Would have loved to see them lose and see Florida State storm the court, but
yeah,
credit to them. They found a way to win.
When you only beat a struggling Florida State team that has 2 wins against 300 teams in the last 8 games, it'll open it up to some nitpicking. I
Well,
guess.
especially when you trailed Georgia Tech for 35 minutes and you got bailed out by the fucking Cameron Indoor referee crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke has looked like shit the last week. We call a spade a spade. I think even Duke, even the fucking annoying ass Duke fans that think that they could do no wrong would admit that they're not playing well right now. Dude, this is an easy fucking lock for Colby and I. Gardner Webb's been chippy lately. They do this thing where they're competitive as hell for 30, 35 minutes as a 20-point dog, and then they'll just lose by 10. They can't finish a game, but
Yeah,
this is
they
back
lost
to back.
by 11 here.
Yeah, but dude, they were fucking Winthrop up at one point. They had a 20-point lead in the first half. They had a 20-point lead and they lost by 10.
The team's so bad, man.
But all right, they're so bad. But
That's crazy.
how do you have a 20-point lead as a
I don't know.
25-point dog,
I don't know. How
dude?
did
And look,
you had a 20-point lead and it turned into a 30-point reverse Uno card?
well, and dude, against Charleston Southern, they led for 30 minutes. They led by 15 in that one, and they were getting 15. This team
Yeah.
needs to be investigated.
No, I just think they're bad.
All right, you can be bad, but you can't have a 20-point lead and be bad. That's like impossible. How are they winning by 20?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, everybody keep monitoring that Gardner Webb foo team. That's an investigation team if I've ever seen one. Great money line call by us. Actually, probably one of our better plays of the day. Abilene Christian dominates Utah Valley 85-68. Led by as many as 20 in this one. Bad spot for Utah Valley. I mean, they had played 2 tough games, big wins. Great win for Abilene.
Unfortunately, this one kind of slept through the cracks here
Yeah, dude, they
for
kicked
me.
their
So
ass. They punched them in the mouth.
okay,
Yeah. I mean, Abilene's always a tough out at home, and they had dropped one to Dixie earlier in the week.
yeah.
This game was wild. I don't know if you got any eyes on this one, Bieniek. A&M Buckyball gets win number 1, back and forth game. LSU ended up fucking backdoor. This was like fucking that Auburn Georgia game, just crazy back and forth. A&M win, no cover, just like Georgia. Buckyball, much improved here.
No, didn't get any eyes on this, but just looking in the box score real quick. Nothing really jumps out at me here, I guess. But good win for A&M there. Was that game 1 or game 2 without Mbako? Game 1 against the power conference opponent, and I think it was game 2 without him. So we'll see. They were undefeated with him, and they were playing well. So we'll see how much that impacts them.
Marshall, I think the line was 7. They win by 7 against App State. So, per usual, protect home court here in the Fun Belt against App State. Those 2 teams always play decently close games. So, a good win for the Herd. Dude, Mercer gave this game away. Mercer had led for the whole first half. Then they gave it away late. Tried to come back. I mean, this was great game. ETSU, a nice win over Mercer. Mercer's improved. ETSU's a title contender. That's my takeaway here in the SoCon.
Yeah, very fair. Didn't have this one on or really monitor it that well. Yeah, unfortunate that Mercer kind of gave this one up. They've kind of been a darling of mine. Kyle Cuff did not play for them. He's kind of like a rotational player. And then Crump for ETSU, another rotational player. So both teams kind of dealt with a little bit of injuries, but overall, good win for the Bucks. As I think that will age well. I think Mercer's one of the better teams in the SoCon this year.
Agreed. They had tough couple of losses here. I mean, they got the Furman and ETSU road games out of the way. Almost won both. So now they just need to protect home court. Dude, North Dakota State fucking survives. Double overtime at Fargo. That was kind of a stunner because they usually roll. They were 13.5-point favorite. Stony Brook, this is the mid-major heavy window here at the 4 o'clock window, Phoenix. I'm going to fly through these. Stony Brook beats A&T by 1. Entertaining game. good win for Geno Ford and company. Much needed win for Geno.
I think those are the two surprising CAA teams this year.
Yeah, I agree. I think both those teams are solid. Furman dropped a home game in Greenville to Western Carolina, and
Overtime.
yeah, Furman had a chance to win it at the very end. Colby and I hit on this one. We had the Cats plus 9.5.
Wow, good bet.
Yeah, I mean Furman's a little finesse. I like Furman. I like Bob Ritchie, but they're a little soft in my opinion. Good win for the Cats here.
I would not have bet that at Furman. Good pick.
Yes, sir. Nichols, the Nazis blew out the Chinese
Beat
food
down.
restaurant. They blew it open to the second half. Shout out to Sadler. No music tonight for the Chinese restaurant. And Tennessee State is quietly one of the more underrated teams at the mid-major level.
Yeah.
Nolan Smith has a good squad. 9-5, 3-1 in the OVC. A nice win at Littlecock.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I wasn't even blown away by Nolan Smith's roster in year one. And I thought it was like a mid-tier roster in the OVC. And he's done super well coaching it up. Like you said, they're 3-1 here. They've knocked off UT Martin, who's kind of the darling of the non-conference, and they knocked off Little Rock, who I think is the most talented roster that's being led by a blind mouse in Darrell Walker. But that's a topic for another time, as they are 2-2 in the worst league, second to worst league in the country. So, yeah, Nolan Smith is
doing the damn thing.
He is.
Greensboro, Sanford did battle. Greensboro continues to be chippy here. They have turned a corner here in league play, 2-0. Winners of 4 out of 5. Mike Jones, a good veteran coach. He get a nice win over Sanford in SoCon. Santa Barbara versus Northridge. Northridge, dude, Colby and I talked about it, man. This line was kind of short. We almost bet Northridge. Santa Barbara's kind of broken, man. This team is underachieving for what we thought going into the preseason.
Yeah, they're reading the press clippings a little bit on how good they were going to be.
Bad week. They lost 4 out of 5 overall.
Yeah, they haven't played sharp. Offense really hasn't been as advertised either. Not a good day at the office today. Yeah, I struggle with this team. They're not playing good basketball right now. So
not at all. Not at all. Arizona covers by the hook. These fucking teams in the top 5 just cover every fucking game. Arizona, Michigan, Iowa State. These fucking teams. God damn. Arizona's a wagon, man. Dude, they took Utah right out of the game right off the bat. They were up 20 like 5 minutes into the game. I was like, good God. And then kind of just
a disaster.
Good crowd. Arizona's a wagon, man. Can't wait till we get like Arizona, Iowa State, Arizona, Houston, and Arizona, fucking BYU. Like, just can't wait for those games.
Yeah. Yep. Terrence Brown for Utah had a good game though. 26 with 6 assists, 4 boards. So at least they've got some life.
George Mason, 14-1. All they do is win ball games, 61-50 over Archie and company. Mason's fucking solid, man. This program just wins. This has been a great program over the last 2 years.
And I didn't even think it was a great spot for them.
Horrible URI
spot. Coming off the bad loss. And Mason takes care of business, holds URI to 50.
Don't bet against Eric Martin once we get to league play. You know, they all you motherfuckers in the chat talking all that shit during those bad games. E-Mart outright over Howard as a 10-point underdog? What? Get out of here with that bullshit line. Bulldogs, South Carolina State, we're back. We're back, and we're here to win the MEAC. It's a great win. It's a great win.
Hilarious. They were 1-14 coming into the game without a D1 win, and they are currently 1-0 in the MEAC.
But that also goes to you just don't know with those bye games. Like, you really don't know these MEAC and SWAC teams until we actually get in league play. Because it's just a ridiculous gauntlet that they play. Yeah, let's do some rapid fire here with the MEAC and SWAC. Jackson State barely edges out Alcorn 89-76, so good win
Just
for
showing
Mo
Ruffin
Williams.
at 31 there.
I think they're 2-13 now.
Maybe.
Did Coppin end up winning this game, or did they blow it at the end? Oh, Coppin did win. Coppin won outright against Delaware State. I took the points. We said Coppin was live on the money line. Hilarious. So Coppin and fucking South Carolina State. Dude, Colby and I talked about fucking parlaying that shit, and we fucking should have. We should have parlayed South Carolina State, NC Central, and Coppin State because the MEAC dogs were barking.
53-51, one of the ugliest games of the day, but still doesn't take the cake in that category.
Fucking MEAC dogs barking all over the board. San Jose State gave Utah State some fits in the first half, but Utah State blew it open at the Spectrum and Logan. Good win for these Aggies. Calhoun's got probably the favorite here, I think, in the Mountain West.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I think they're the favorite. I think they're
Utah
just like
State's probably the favorite. The way that San Diego State's looked or lack thereof, yeah, the Aggies are probably the favorite.
Moorhead did battle. Let's go over to the fucking OVC. Damn, I knew I should have bet Moorhead. I thought it was a good spot for them. They went outright at Edwardsville 73-72. A nice bounce back win here. Second leg of the road trip. EIEIO went to UT Martin. UT Martin wins another close game, 65-61. So the dogs are barking here in the OVC, especially the road team. Southern Indiana went over to Lindenwood. Lindenwood's now 4-0 in league play, but Southern Indiana led for a lot of this game. I mean, this dude, the OVC, we should have just bet every fucking OVC dog yesterday. Pissing myself. Rick Cabrera. This was a fucking comeback and a half by Northwestern State, dude. Gritty win. They needed this one to get on the board and snap their 3-game losing streak. Dude, they were down 15 in the second half. Good win for Rick Cabrera and Northwestern State over Colby's what does he call this fucking team? The Privateers.
Well, that's their nickname. I think
What's his nickname for this fucking team?
Well, I don't know if he has a nickname for him. It's Master P and
Master P, yeah.
Squad.
Yeah.
New Orleans went 5 of 26 from 3.
A good win for Northwestern State and Nagasocious.
Sure.
Stephen F. Continues to roll here, year one under Matt Brower. They go to Sela and Hammond. I thought Sela would be live in this game. I was wrong. A good win for the Lumberjacks. Dude, fucking who is this fucking Maryland Eastern Shore team? A fucking road win by 17? Or sorry, a home or just a win altogether by 17?
Yeah.
Morgan
State's also bad. So
good lord. Good win for Maryland Eastern Shore here. Dude, another dog in the MEAC barking. Lavelle Moden and company. Of course, we bet Lavelle Moden as a dog. 69-67 over Norfolk State. Anything you want to add on any of those MEAC upsets with Coppin, South Carolina State, NC Central, or any MEAC results?
No. Nope. I got nothing.
So it's early in that league. This was a good game. Troy edges out South Alabama in a rivalry game. This game kind of got dressed up late. Troy pulls away 59-49. A little bit of a grinder here, being against the Sun Belt.
Yeah, rock fight. 2 zone teams played well. Troy. Pulled away late.
That they did. This is another pull away late game. Dude, fucking Western Illinois some fucking ass. They're getting 14.5 in this. Yeah, fucking SEMO. SEMO's a wagon right now.
Wagon.
Lipscomb taking on North Florida. Lipscomb wins 82-74. Nice win to avoid a disaster loss. Good win for the Bison. Bakersfield. Now we're entering the Big West portion of it. Bakersfield, Chippy gets it done over Davis. Colby got this right. He took Bakersfield again. I stayed away from this one. Fucking hilarious.
He's
Bakersfield.
kind of been money on Bakersfield for this year. It feels
Yeah,
like.
dude. They've been chippy. They almost beat Irvine the other night. Then they beat Davis outright. Good win for old Bakersfield.
Yeah, they've got some heart.
Is your screen scrolling? I don't know who's up next. Is that Incarnate Word?
Yeah. Houston
Oh,
Christian Incarnate
it's
Word.
not loading on my screen, but maybe it'll load in a minute. IDub gets it done 73-56 over there in the South. There we go. I'm back. The Govs take it on Jacksonville. This is a tight one. Almost bet Jacksonville, but just didn't want to. I don't know. I didn't want to fucking take Mincy on the road. He's kind of been a little bit of a struggle bus. So Govs get it done 71-68. Tarleton, this was a fucking hell of a game over there in the WAC. Tarleton wins 81-76 in overtime. Good win for the Texans.
Yeah, it was. I'm crashing over here a little bit. My apologies. Yeah, this one was not one that I really caught either. This 4 o'clock slate, I guess I missed. I must have went from the 3 o'clock endings into 5 o'clock start time because I did not catch a ton of these.
Idaho, the rivalry game, as Colby called it last night. Idaho gets it done 84-81. They win by 3. Find a way to win. And we don't need to touch more on that. Dude, Medved's doing a hell of a job in year one. They've been chipping.
Yeah, I got burned here.
Yeah, I bet Minnesota. I thought I like fading Northwestern when they're favored in Big Ten play.
I like them
Minnesota
in that arena, and I got fucked. I laid it with the Wildcats here.
2-1, 9-5. Winners of 4 in a row for Medved in year one over there at Minnesota. So a good win over Northwestern. A good win for the Ghosts. A good win for the Buffs. The Buffs go
Yeah.
into Tempe, get this one done outright. We ain't shit on this one. A good win for the Buffs here, Bieniek.
Yeah, I watched a good portion of this. Colorado kind of dictated this one uh, for most of it. Like the Buffaloes kind of effectively took the crowd, what lack thereof, out of it. And it was a very solid back and forth, well played game. Like you had the Mo Odom Jop combo, and they also had some dude come off the bench and have a really good game today too. But kind of like a good team win for Colorado. They got to the line. Like the story of the game was they took so many free throws in this, but yeah, great game from the Buffs. Watched a lot of that.
Yeah, they're quietly. I mean, they do have the bye game loss, but at least they're somewhat like in the hunt. They could get to the NIT. So,
Northern Colorado is not going to be the worst loss at the end of the day either. So,
yep. Bucknell, Lehigh here. Bucknell gets it done 72-65. Good win for Coach Griffin and company over the Mountain Hawks there. So now we're into the Patriots side of things. Loyola versus Lafayette. Lafayette gets it done 79-64. I kind of was surprised that they won by 15 on the road here. Anything to add here in the Patriot League before we go over to the SWAC, Bieniek?
no, we can do the swag here.
Let's fire away on some SWAC. Grambling holds court. They don't cover 76-72. Good win though for Grambling. Bieniek, do you remember this game once upon a time? Vegas
Yeah, I
Air
did.
Force
Yeah, I do. I think I locked UNLV and Air Force One as a 20-point dog outright.
by like
Um,
50.
yeah, this one though they didn't cross 50. They didn't
I
even
know.
cross 40. So
It's fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Yeah.
UNLV 67, Air Force 39. Eesh.
Bad from Air Force. The Mexicans took on Corpus Christi. I did not get eyes on this one. What did this fuck? Corpus Christi got a nice road win here. 63-59. The Mexicans are all over the place. They just did like I don't know. I feel like they're all like back to back years for higher praises in the non-con, disappointing when we get to league play.
Yeah, it was tough to even get a good read on what they were in the non-con because their wins were against non-D1 opponents or teams that their best win was Austin P. And then they got murdered in the bye games like you would kind of expect, but they kept them respectable in those murders. So yeah, they were just a tough read, and I feel like I'm really just starting to get to know this one. And then there was another Southland team that didn't have a whole lot of meat to the bone. So yeah, Corpus Christi still I would have expected a little bit of a better showing on their end too in this one. This was kind of an ugly one. Two of
Capper makes a good point on. I did not know that Air Force the night before was going to go after Venezuela, so I didn't have that in my cap from the night before. So that happened after the show was done. So if I knew that, I would not have taken Air Force, knowing that they wouldn't have the legs to do so.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, they were busy, man. They're taking out the bad guys. So next up, let's talk Texas, Mississippi State, dude. Fuck Texas. Horns down. Chris Jans and company. League play. Get it done. Hail State. Big win over here, Bieniek.
Yeah, it was the Josh Hubbard and Jaden Epps show, and that was enough to get it done. Good lord. I will say too, it was kind of entertaining watching Swain and Hubbard just trade blows in this one, but
Mm-hmm.
Jan's in a very
Jans wins, man.
non-Jans
That's what he
like,
does.
yeah, very non-Jans like game script gets the W in overtime here in Austin. Much needed for Mississippi State there.
Much needed. Yeah, they've quietly won 4 in a row. I know they did ever since they got a little bit more healthy.
Yeah,
They've been better. So we'll see if
I think.
we'll see if they can get to that magical 18, 19 wins like they have over the last couple of years with Jans.
Yeah.
Outright another. This one the dog started fucking barking for us. Monmouth goes to Towson, gets a big win. King Rice as a dog is fucking feels like automatic. Towson had one of those games where they fucking struggle to score. 48 points.
Yeah, somebody put a lid on their basket.
Indeed, they did. Portland State, Idaho State. I did not watch this game. I should have watched this game. This game went to overtime. Portland State won 93-87. A good win on the road here at your Bengals here, Phoenix. So good win
Yeah.
for Portland
In
State.
that Monmouth Towson game too, by the way, the Hawks went 16 of 19 from the free throw line. Towson went 5 of 6.
Good nugget there. Montana, Northern Colorado. God damn it, man. I thought Northern Colorado would fucking bounce back and get a split on the Montanas. Montana's they win at home, man. I can't go against them again at home.
It's a tough road trip. They tag team people,
DeQuire, he wins games, man. So they go 2-0 against Northern Arizona, against Northern Colorado. Good start and Big Sky play for them. Dude, Iowa beat the fuck out of UCLA tonight.
Dude,
They hit him right in the fucking mouth.
Don't mess with Carver, man.
Yeah. That was I hadn't seen Carver rock like that in a minute. So going forward, I'm not gonna
It's
go.
still one of the better ones in the Big Ten. But there is excitement, like with the new coach,
McCollum's a
like
good
new
coach.
group, UCLA coming into the building. But I don't know. Carver's one of the better atmospheres there in the league, and starts another like surgical game from them and McCollum, and when they do that to teams, like you just put the emphasis on every shot, every possession on the opposition and more. And I'm not sure that they really expected, because some of the shots that UCLA was necessarily taking, uh, they were settling from 4 threes that I don't necessarily think is in their game. Um,
They're
and
soft. They're soft. Like
yeah, for sure,
that
for
team's got
sure.
some fucking bitch in them. The more and more that's one of those overpay teams, UCLA. Iowa
But I,
dragged that out of the mud. 38-14 right off the bat.
yeah, I think Iowa, like, one of the things psychologically that they do to teams is teams think that they're gonna get, more possessions than they do. And Iowa knows their game, their play style. They just grind a thing to a halt, and limit these things. And if a team is not, as surgical as Iowa, or not getting the best shot that they can, thinking that, hey, there's plenty of game here if we need to mount a couple of baskets in a row, you just don't get that against Iowa. I think it's all psychological there. And Iowa met the physicality of this one. And yeah, you were right on the UCLA thing. So um,
Yeah, I'm out on UCLA. Like,
Booker's not a Big Ten 5 either. So
yeah,
that was
them in
that was
Kentucky
struggling.
fucking overpay for fucking bad ROI. Fucking TMZ teams. Out on them.
I
Uh,
struggled to kind of see that if Booker would work at the 5 there. That was the entire I really wanted to buy in on UCLA, couldn't get over the finish line on that, because they were trying to sell, Booker playing the 5, Bilodeau at the 4, being able to move him out of that spot, and just
well,
I don't know, man.
and Dent
So,
shoots every fucking shot. It's like he's never seen a
but
shot he
Dent's
don't play.
Dent's solid. Like, he's not
He's
the issue with this
good.
team.
I just don't know. I don't know how good a fucking teammate he is. Like, I just watch his team, and I got the vibes of that in New Mexico last year too. And so, I mean, he's good, but I just he's talented, but I'm not sold on him as a leader of a guy that's gonna fucking lead a team in the Big Ten to top 4 finish. Oh, I thought you had something.
No,
Uh,
I was just nodding my head along because, yeah, I'm willing to hear you out. I don't know if he's necessarily the biggest issue that they've got. I'm more pointing the finger at Booker, because I've seen this now for 3 years in the Big Ten of this 5-star not clicking. So yeah,
Charlotte beats Wichita in kind of a thriller, double overtime, 104-100.
yeah, not necessarily what you expect when you see a Wichita State Charlotte matchup, but yeah, there you go.
Davidson in a bounce back game, 62-56, kind of what we expected, tight game.
What was that spread there? Did they cover?
I think it was around 4.5. I don't think what was the spread on that? We didn't bet that game. We couldn't get to the finish line with Davidson. No, actually, they were only laying 1.5. Did that line come down? I felt like that was like 5.5 last night. Yeah, good one for Davidson then. The Swaction, baby. Texas Southern versus Southern. Southern gets it done. 84-73. A nice cover here. Southern may be the team to be in the SWAC.
Yeah, like you said earlier, though, we're still getting the bearings on a lot of these teams out of non-conference play, but yeah, Southern with Jacobs on the court, they're really good.
Alabama State versus Mississippi Valley State. Everybody's favorite team. America's team does not cover. Alabama State wins by 20.
And next slide.
Yeah. Let's go to Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff wins outright, 95-83. Colby did not bet Pine Bluff. He did not take out an APB here.
Here was the ugliest game of the day.
Yeah, man. Hampton dragged that shit in the mud, 49-45.
Dragged it into the mud. They dragged it into the cement, dude.
I like this. I like this Hampton team. Wilmington finds a way to win at home. They would have been a tough loss. I don't have much more here.
Both teams. So Hampton went 2 of 18 from deep. Wilmington went 3 of 16 from deep. That's 5 of 36 combined there. Both teams shot in the 30s from the floor total on this one. Only 3 players total in double figures scoring wise. The highest scorer in this game was 7-footer Patrick Wessler, who went for 19 and 12 in a game that totaled that totaled 96 points. He went for 19 and 12 in a game that totaled 96 points.
Wild stuff. Fullerton got drilled by Irvine. Fullerton couldn't do it back to back. Irvine finally flexes their muscles. We ain't chill on this one. We got cute with Fullerton. Irvine is definitely the team to beat in that league. Illinois kind of slept through went through the motions in the second half here, Bieniek. Win 73-65. That game was at the Palestra over there in Philly. Penn State loves giving away home games.
Yeah, they do. I don't know if you're able to really give Illinois they kind of went through the motions in the second. I just think that's kind of how they're wired. I don't think that they're wired
They're a
with
weird
a
team.
killer instinct. Yeah, I
All
don't
those
know if they're
foreigners.
I don't know if they're able to play a full 40 minutes against a good team yet. I don't know if they've done that.
Fucking Nevada beat Fresno at the fucking buzzer, dude. We had Fresno money line. We did take the points too. Easy cover. Alford survives, advances 66-65. Nevada's 3-0 in Mountain West play, man.
Yeah, they are. Alfred's boys are playing good ball right now. They are on a little bit of a roll here. Hopefully, they're not peaking too early.
Yeah, I like it. Let's go. In Reno, baby. Montana State, Northern Arizona, 77-68. Got a cover here with the Lumberjacks, but Montana State gets a nice start here to Big Sky, just like their rival, Montana. And I know Colby's going to watch them in the Natty here.
Correct.
Omaha over there in the Summit, Kansas City. Dude, this is a stunner of the fucking day. Omaha loses at home to fucking Kansas City? Wow, regression has happened. No trash cans this year. That is a fucking awful loss. Kansas City's fucking terrible.
This is what Omaha needs though. Last year they were not that good in non-con, and they turned it on in conference play with all the trash cans. They need a little bit of adversity back against the wall. It'll get them to wake up. That way they're not, smelling themselves anymore. So we'll
They
see
ain't
what
waking
happens afterwards.
Yeah, this team's done. You can't lose at home. You were off a loss. You were off a loss, and you fucking lost this game. Wait a minute. Didn't they lose to? No, they lost to Oregon. For some reason, I thought they lost to D2 before that. Bad pick. Thought the Cole Center would rock. Good CLV. Bad pick. Purdue
Yep.
rolls.
Lump
Beat
me
shit
into
out of
that
it.
too.
Dude, they led by 25 at the Cole Center. That was impressive. That place was rocking too.
Yeah, shout out to Braden Smith breaking the all-time assists record in the Big Ten. I believe it was Cassius Winston that previously held it. So
Was because Izzo did a video.
there you go. Yep, Braden Smith.
Purdue,
He's got a chance at the NCAA assist record for a career.
well, especially if they make another deep run here. Which
That'll definitely do it. I don't even know if
happen.
I don't even know if at this pace where it potentially falls, but I don't know if he even necessarily needs a deep run. I just think they gotta play about 32-ish, 33 games, and he'd be on pace.
They're a machine. Good win by Boiler
Speaking
Up.
of machine, dude.
Yeah, beat down. I was all over this one in the bounce back. Dude, they beat the shit out of them by 25. Eric Owen's doing a good job in year one. 11-3, 2-1 now in the Mountain West.
Every one of their wins. I know they lost to Boise State. Boise State has kind of turned up here recently.
Yeah,
Every
there's
one
no
of New
shame.
Mexico's wins have been convincing recently. So
Agreed. If you're not going to say Utah State's the favorite, New Mexico would probably be the next team. Grand Canyon got fucking the shit kicked out of them at home. This was dressed up. 10-point loss? No, they were down by like 20 in this game. This is a horrible pick by us. They were down by 25 in the second half. Yeah, this was their opener in the Mountain West, and this was a welcome to the Mountain West. Colorado State beat the shit out of them.
yeah, this is a team that I'm probably going to be really wrong on at the end of the year here.
Yeah, they're that shout out to Ali, man. Farouk Manish getting it done here with a big road win in year one. I mean, that's a tough place to win. I know that it's a step up for Grand Canyon, but still a nice win for the Rams here. One
I
this,
didn't watch that game. Students, I mean, it's an online school. I
yeah,
will
they were
preface
there.
that. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, they were there. I mean, it doesn't impact them. Missouri outright over Florida. They blow it open in the second half and then are able to hold on at the end. I know you watch this, probably Bieniek, so I'll let you take away here. I Missouri, I went against Florida. I just don't trust this Florida team right now.
Yeah, Florida went 3 of 13 in their guard duo from deep today.
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of been the theme for the Gators against power conference competition this season is Xavier Lee, but more so Boogie Flan. This is an SEC guard transfer that you were counting on to be able to run your offense, and he just hasn't been able to consistently against power conference teams. Xavier Lee, I was a little nervous about in the preseason how his physicality would be in the SEC, and Missouri is one of your more physical teams that you'll find. They got to the line 30 times here today against Florida. Gotta hit some shots, man.
Yeah,
Gotta figure that out in the
guards aren't good enough.
backcourt. Yeah, the fact that nobody's really pressing Lee and Fland for playing time in that backcourt. The group of Urban Klavshar and CJ Ingram, and there's one more out there too. But like it's Boogie and Xavier, and they're gonna die with the two guys that they grabbed out of the portal. The thing that nerves me a little bit is it took Clayton. It took a lot. Like Walter Clayton was good in year one. He broke out in year two, and
That's usually how it goes. That's usually how it
yeah,
goes. I mean, the Dalton Connect is not usually the norm.
yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
it usually takes year. That's why I always say year two is like you're in the system. We see it with all Kelvin Sampson's guys. Like Uzom was okay last year, but now he's breaking down in year two. The same was for LJ Cryer. He was okay year one. Then year two, he had the monster year. That's usually how it goes with these programs that run a good program and still don't bend their culture just to one guy just to make it fit for a year. And Florida's got a good culture, obviously. They won the fucking Natty last year.
Yeah, you just got to figure that out, or just give these. I mean, these guys are getting time, but they need time. That's all I can say. So
Arlington goes to Southern Utah, gets a nice road win, 86-77.
the big
Uh,
men are good. Bees. Thomas Hawks like very good. Condon is the most consistent player you're gonna get. Like they're still a very good front court. They played well today. It's it ultimately comes down to Lee and Fland.
Weber gets it done finally, 95-82. Of course, they cover when we don't bet them, those pricks. Long Beach got it done over Cal Poly. We talked about how this line stunk. I'm glad I didn't bet Cal Poly. Letdown spot for Cal Poly off a win. And UC San Diego with a bounce back win over here against the Rainbow Warriors. This is a nice win for the Tridents here, Bieniek.
Yeah. And Debbie, Kentucky paid him. Florida wasn't going to compete with the money that they. I mean, Kentucky spent $22 million on a roster of 15 guys. So do the math, and they overspent on a backup guard for Florida from last year. But yeah, Hawaii, UCSD here. Hawaii on the mainland. This is
well, they beat the shit out of Davis the other night on the mainland.
Yeah, but no, it was Riverside.
Riverside's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. Riverside's not been good. Davis has been all right, but yeah, Riverside's one of the worst teams in the league, I think, this year. But yeah, where I was going with that is they've taken. This is their second trip to the mainland, third game. This is the first one where it looked like it caught up to them late, ran out of gas here. So, yeah.
And then the game of the night, triple overtime, Mountain West, San Diego State, 110-107, led as much as 24 in the first half. We're up 50-29 at the break. Boise makes like 10 threes in the second half to get all the way back, hold a 6-point lead with 18 seconds in single overtime. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy.
Call me crazy, but I'm still putting the front runner label on San Diego State. To me, you got to beat the man to be the man, and I still think it's San Diego State's league to lose. You can't punish them for having losses to Michigan, Baylor, and Arizona. That's 3 of their 4 losses this year. They lost to Troy in another. They've played 2 fucking classics this year: a triple overtime against Boise and double overtime to Troy. Like,
I like Utah State and New Mexico better. I don't think San Diego State's as good defensively as they've been.
yeah, but I think they've got a little bit more offensively than they've had.
Well, that's why I don't like them as much. That fucking defense used to fucking win games. Now they're too finesse for me. I don't like when teams go offense. Who did that?
I think it's a nice mix, a nice balance.
No, you gotta lean. I like that top 5 defense. That's when they got to a natty. That's when
All right, let's talk about a nice balance of game balls, eh?
Yeah, there's a shitload. And can you pull up the second ad and hit that after game balls? Because I need to run and get a beverage because I am running low here. But I will give you time and take my time on my first game ball. Because all you have to do, you just have to hit Novig and Rhythm while I go get me some more Miller time, Miller Lights. Game ball number 1 for me. I'll go UCF, man. I'm going UCF. Like, that's dude, you beat fucking Kansas 2 out of 3 years in the bounce house. Like, that's fucking big time for that program. I know Kansas isn't what Kansas used to be, and I know Peterson didn't finish the game, but who gives a shit? Fuck that. Great win for UCF. Time to get back to the dance under Johnny Dawkins. Johnny Dawkins does a good job.
Game ball of the game that we were just talking about, triple overtime, one of the best games of the year. San Diego State 110-107 victory over Boise State, who's been playing really good ball lately. Yeah, they didn't want to go down without a fight. San Diego State was up big in that one. I still think they deserve the credit for pulling it out, even though they gave up a big lead.
Game ball number 2 for me is the team that is 15-0 in the MAC. Miami of Ohio gets it done. Travis Steele beats his brother, John Gross. This team is fun. We I tried to fade him earlier in the week. I said I ain't doing it again. I'm not doing it again. I took him against Akron today. They got through for me, and I'm happy for those guys. This is a hell of a program that they're building.
Yeah. I agree. Next game ball for me will be there's 120 games as I'm
There's a lot of game
scanning.
balls. Do you want to give out more than six?
Um, let's do Providence. They go into
Yeah,
the
let's
Garden, they take it over, they win outright, and they did it. I know the score doesn't say it, but they did it convincingly.
good one. Yeah, no pushback from me on that one. My next game ball will be Abilene Christian taking down the front runner here in the WAC. And beating the shit out of them. Beating them by 17, led by 20 in this one. Back against the wall, good spot for Abilene here.
I like it. Um, my next game ball will be VMI getting
That's a
the
good one.
outright W against your former coach. At a newer, shinier place. VMI, the Keydets,
Dude, there's so many
home
candidates.
W over Nuga.
Let's do four more, two each. Like there's so many candidates. I'm going Monmouth and King Rice. Winning at Towson by 15? What a fucking win.
Yeah. By the way, I wish I was on that show last night. Because that Utah Valley team, man. My sister is at this thing called Passion, and for those that don't know, it's basically um your Lollapalooza or it's basically like your concert series for different genres of music, but it's like Christian music. And she saw the Utah Valley basketball team there
Uh-huh.
at Passion, so I was like, oh, so those guys down there in Texas were a little distracted out on the
Oh,
town.
ah,
Um,
yeah. That's why Abilene got him.
that'll do it. Yeah, they were out. She said she saw them at the night before the Tarleton game too. So,
Well,
um,
get that one done.
yeah. Well, they went to overtime with him. We will go with.
I mean, dude, the whole MEAC, like all those dogs that those are candidates, like fucking a couple of those Summit dogs that won, a couple Sunbelt dogs that won.
Yeah, I'll go TMZ here though. I'll go SMU hosting North
Yeah.
Carolina. That's a big one, big win for the program. Boopy Miller just hit some insane shots in this one. Goes for 27 with 12 assists and 4 boards. Like, yeah, hat tip to the Pony Express there.
I will go to JMU winning at Arkansas State. I think that's a fucking hell of a win. I think Ark State's a contender in the Sun Belt. It's a good win. Bieniek, you get the final game ball. You get the ad. I'm going to get a couple beers, and I'll be right back for Sunday's preview and pick.
Yeah, game ball final one from me will go to insert the Jeopardy music. 120 games is a handful. I didn't have another one ready. Um, I'll go. Don't like a ton of these. Let's do 8 or 10, whatever we did, was too many. Should I do one to a shit game? One of these low-scoring rock fights. Let's just wrap it up, and we'll go with Minnesota at Northwestern. I bet Northwestern, and I got that pick wrong. Before we jump into Sunday's picks for January 4th, the college basketball experience is brought to you by Rhythm, and they've crushed the NFL this season, especially on props. They've been really good at identifying when to fade players and when to take those unders. Let me throw the Rhythm graphic up there. College basketball is also up and running on their app and website with 300 plus schools in their model database. Rhythm has predictions for every game, every night, and it pairs nicely with the daily college experience shows. With Mac, Colby, and myself, you can get every game and be prepared for the upcoming slate. It's super easy to sign up, and you can run predictions off the house model or make your own and play with sliders. So there's so many ways to win and so many sports on their platform. With the holidays, it makes it really easy to get your elite handicapping on and a good prediction so that you can focus on many other things during the holiday season. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. We're also brought to you by No Vig. With No Vig, No Vig is America's #1 sports prediction market. No Vig, you're getting the best prices on that market. Download the New Vig app today and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action right now with No Vig, promo code SGPN.
All righty, Bieniek. I think we both hit the fucking ad at the same time. Where's it at? There it is. There's that fucking thing. All righty, let's replace Saturday with Sunday. Here we go. We have 40 games on the dock. Better job of spreading it out. I mean, it's better than fucking going 150 and then fucking like 10. So, by the way, I mean, if you didn't know, I was a MAAAC expert on Friday, Phoenix. I went like 7-0, including my dog pick. So you know I love me some MAAC, and that's where we're gonna lead it off here. Shout out to Carlton for the slides. I appreciate him knocking those out to make this show a little bit easier here. But let's go to Sunday here. We got Canisius, we got Sacred Heart, we got Sacred Heart laying 3.5 here. Let me organize my tabs, get everything organized. All right, man. So I was on Canisius on Friday. I kind of want to fade them. I don't think they can do it back to back. I think Sacred Heart isn't bad. They've lost 3 in a row. I know that. They lost at the fucking buzzer the other day. That was a tough loss. I mean, they had a tough loss against Merrimack the game before too. I like Sacred Heart here. Oops. In a desperate spot. They stayed out on the road. Let's go Sacred Heart here.
Yeah, that's my pick too. This Niagara Falls road trip. I think they get one out
Agreed.
there in West New York. So I'm on the Pios too.
I am gonna lock this. I don't know if you wanted to hop on
No.
this one with me.
No thanks.
You're not digging the
You have fun.
no. Let's hit the wrong
Nope.
one. All our fucking tabs are all over the fucking place. There we go. Motherfuckers. Be sick of hot. Sick of hot, motherfuckers. Get Shaq that appears over here. MAAC Sunday action. The dogs barked on Friday, so it might be a favorite Sunday. I don't like chalk. Everybody knows that. But I might be laying some points in the MAAC. Merrimack, Manhattan. This is a hell of a game, Bieniek. Merrimack is on 6.5. Now, we should hammer Merrimack. Manhattan, off the dust up win, comeback win against Quinnipiac. Now they got to hit the road less than 48 hours. Early tip here. Dude, Merrimack in that zone. This is a bad spot for Manhattan. Yeah, I don't know if there's suspensions.
No, there wasn't.
Where's our guy Fetterman at, man? We need Fetterman to give us the fucking suspension report
There
here.
wasn't suspensions. Did you see
Good.
his post game speech or whatever, or lack thereof?
Gallagher?
Yeah.
Now what'd he say?
He walked into the presser. Apparently they don't do pressers very often. But he goes, I wanted to call this because that was a great win for the program. We just beat a good team, something like that. But it was also a bad look for the program. And that's what I wanted to say on that. He didn't like apologize or anything. He just said it was a bad look getting into the fight, and then he just got up and left.
Ooh, Bieniek. Monday, January 19th, Martin Luther King Day. Manhattan at Quinnipiac, the rematch of the dust up. Like it.
Yeah,
I'm all over Merrimack, though. Love Merrimack lock. Like I said, I'm laying some chalk here in the MAAC on a Sunday after all those dogs the other day.
it's a bit much for me, but I've never claimed to be a MAC specialist, so I'm taking the points with Manhattan here.
Warriors, come out and play. Give me Merrimack. Lock it up. All right, next up. Seton Hall here, Bieniek. Seton Hall taking on Creighton. Seton Hall laying 2.5. The Jays are a different team when we get to fucking Big East play. Dude, you remember this game a couple years ago? Like a triple overtime crazy ass game? It was at Seton Hall. I remember this game just being a fucking wild ass game. Creighton ended up being on the right side. Listen, man, I think the Sheen Holloway Seton Hall thing's been a good story. I think that they kind of maximized everything. I think they're hitting a little bit of wall. I think Creighton's going to get them. I like Creighton outright, actually.
I disagree. We'll lock battle this. Creighton's played 3 road games up until this point of the year. They got smoked by Gonzaga. Sure, Gonzaga's not on the same level as Seton Hall. They also got smoked by Nebraska. I think Nebraska and Seton Hall are a little similar. Nebraska's probably a little bit better than Seton Hall. And then Creighton blew out Xavier in the other road game, which I think Seton Hall is much better than the Musketeers for this year. Creighton's played 3 straight home games. They've won comfortably in all of them. Now they hit the road out far east, northeast, and I just think I'll take Seton Hall there. Give me them to grind this thing out and win by 3+. Lock it up.
Lock battle. Bieniek going with Shaheen. Holloway. I'll ride with my guy McDermott, man. All he does is win Big East games. Let's go, Creighton. Richmond's going to Fordham. This is short number 1.5. This line.
Cocktail napkins get it as a pick 'em for what it's worth.
Ooh. You buy this Fordham stuff?
No, not really.
I like Rich. Give me Mooney. Give me Mooney for over the first-year head coach Magpio. They've lost 2 in a row too.
3 of their last 4.
Yeah, this is a good up spot for Richmond, I think.
Yeah, there's no injury, right?
No.
No, it doesn't look like there is. Yeah, I'm on the Spiders here. That one smells.
It does smell. I'll stay away from that one. What channel is that game on tomorrow? Just out of curiosity. Is that a national TV game? USA Network.
USA.
All right, let's go over to the 1 o'clock window here where we get the Tommies here taking on Denver. Denver catching 10.5 going to the Anderson Arena. This is the opener in league play.
Yep.
Denver's a fade on the road for the most part. For me, give me the Tommies. Give me the Tom. I think the Tommies make a statement here. I think the Tommies make a statement to open up league play. They're supposed to be the favorite. New season. I'll lock up the Tommies laying 10.5. Where you go, Bieniek?
So you think Denver's a fade on the road, eh?
Yeah, traditionally. Well, they won a couple of bot games this year.
Yeah, they've won at Montana State, won at Colorado State, won at Northern Colorado. If anything, I've been a little bit underwhelmed with St. Thomas up until this point. Like they've got a good record. A lot of these games have been closer than I would have thought, based on what I think they have talent wise on this roster and everything. I think Denver's going to give them a little bit of a competition here. I think it'll be a single digit game. Give me the Pios. I'll lock it up.
All right, we're doing battle. They shots are low in the non-con. Welcome to the Summit League. This league runs through the Tommies.
Don't talk when the music's playing because your mic
I
gets
barely
screwed
talk
up.
there. I'll fucking talk when I want to fucking talk. Next up, New Haven taking on Seacon. Seacon off the loss, laying 8.5. I'll lay with Seacon. Tough loss at the Shoenecker. But yeah, give me Central Connecticut.
Yeah, I'll go Blue Devils too. It's a good spot off a loss.
Tulane taking on FAU. FAU as a road favorite here. This is what you take Tulane. So that's when I like Ron Hunter. I will be on Ron Hunter. I'll lock up Ron Hunter.
I agree. It's not a great matchup of coaches, but I'll slightly prefer Ron Hunter compared to Jacobs at FAU. And Tulane's won 3 in a row here. Took care of business on the road in game 1 in American play. And FAU's coming off a 40-point win. A little fat and happy here. A couple of days off. I'll go Tulane with you, and we'll double lock this.
Double lock, friends for fraternity. Where's it at? Friends
Friends
Friends for eternity. Friends for blah blah blah.
Friends
Tulane, let's
for
go.
fraternity.
Let's say fraternity, or I thought I said
You
eternity.
said no. You said fraternity.
It's fucking late. I'm fucking tired from last night.
I agree.
Fucking say words. What are you tired about? UAB taking on South Florida. South Florida like 6.5. This is a national TV game, dude. This should be a national TV game. Yeah, it is UAB.
ESPNU. Give me the points. Kennedy's teams are good dogs.
Yeah, I'm going to lock up UAB. Experienced coach versus first-year head coach in the league. I know Hodgson it was good at Ark State, but still a little bit of the target on the back. Yeah, give me UAB. I think this is a one-possession game. Let's go. I want some action on this one. this fucking music gonna play or what? This fucking shit ain't fucking working tonight. There we go. Motherfucker. UAB, lock it up. Middle. Off. All right. We should bet Sam Houston. Middle made 23 threes the other night.
They did.
Sam Houston actually played well at Western Kentucky. They just fell apart in the second half. I'm on Sam Houston. Give me Mudge and Company. Dude, shout out to the fucking Conference USA leaning into this fucking Friday, Sunday. They should do this all year.
I'll pick them to cover, but I'll stay off. I don't know if I'm crazy about Friday, Sunday.
Do Thursday, Saturday, Friday, Sunday's better.
One day off is better.
Half the leagues do Thursday, Saturday. Why don't more leagues do Friday, Sunday?
There's some that do Tuesday, Saturday, or Wednesday. Like I prefer more than just one day of rest.
You realize half of the mid majors do Thursday, Saturday, right?
Yeah, I know. I don't praise any of them on the
if they're going to do
one-day
that,
turnaround.
But Bieniek, you know why they do that, right? Because
School.
a lot, and they have travel partners, so they can.
Yeah. I know that, but no.
So if they're not going to change that, I prefer the Friday, Sunday.
They do it for school first off, like later on in the weekend, because all these guys will have class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday if they have a Thursday game.
If you're doing school, you would do Friday, Sunday.
Well, that's both Thursday, Saturday, and Friday, Sunday is the same way. A lot of the guys will have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
on Friday, Sunday. There's Thursday, Saturday. Think about it. You would miss less class if you did Friday, Sunday instead of Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not arguing for it. I'm saying you asked me, why they do it, and I said, yeah, because of school.
School, well, the main reason though is to save money with the travel.
Yeah, that's with any
the OVC, the ASUN,
Horizon.
They all have travel partners.
Yeah, I'm aware.
But no, I mean, I think yes, school's related, but I think it's because you want to limit the money as much as possible, where you're not like the high majors. You're not playing one game.
Good luck finding Liberty a travel partner in this league.
Who did play the other day?
Is it Delaware now that they added Delaware?
Yeah. Well, but shit. If my point is, if we're gonna go Thursday, Saturdays, let's slide a couple of these leagues to Friday, Sundays.
Yeah, that's a fine point. I'm not giving a league credit for only giving guys one day off. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm saying that they're all doing it already. So, let's make the best of the situation.
Yeah, I understand your point, and I'm just like, yeah.
Because I don't want 150 fucking games on Saturday too.
No, I'm not arguing you.
All righty, next up, Lemoyne, take it on. Mercyhurst laying 1.5. I don't know. I'm not an NEC specialist. Give me Mercyhurst. Mercyhurst dropped the game tonight, right? Yeah.
I'll take the Real Lake Show too.
The spot should be Mercyhurst. I mean, Lemoyne just won by 30, but that was St. Francis. Great game. Lakers, Dolphins. Ryder Sienna here. What's the line? Fuck, the goddamn slide's on over hovering at 10. Is that 10.5 I see?
Yeah.
Sienna Ryder, Sienna laying 10.5. They've lost 3 in a row. Ryder is just a dumpster fire. Should we lock Sienna as a get right fucking just drill spot? I mean, dude, this team's good. They just have lost 3 in a row. I don't think that they're bad.
Yeah, I think it's still a bit too many in the MAC to lock.
Agreed.
I,
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with you saying that it's a stomp spot, and that is probably my pick here. I just think that Ryder's really bad, but I'm not going to bet it.
Delaware, Kennesaw. Hello. Kennesaw was chippy the other night. They're laying 6.5 now against the Blue Hens. Yeah, so yeah, this is their travel partner. It's Delaware.
Yeah.
And Kennesaw is Jack States. I'll take Delaware. That's a lot. That's a lot of points to fucking lay with Kennesaw on the road. No, thank you. What are you doing here, Bieniek?
I'll take Kennesaw. I don't have a ton of conviction here. It's their 4th straight road game, but I think they're better than losing 3 in a row here, and I think they've got slightly more talent in the backcourt, and there's a big rebounding edge here with the Owls against the Blue Hens. So Kennesaw State covers.
The Long Island Sharks are taking on Chicago State. They're off the biggest win of the year here for these guys. They beat the Brits over there in Central Connecticut the other night. A good win for them. They're laying 8.5 at Chicago State. Chicago State's awful. Why is this not 10?
I think them coming off of a win against their biggest competition in the league could call for a letdown. And not only is it your quote unquote most let down spot,
Yes.
it's the furthest west they're going to travel in conference play all year.
This is a ridiculous schedule. Like,
On
what the fuck?
on on 1 day rest here. They're coming from Long Island to Chicago, which isn't bad travel. Those are 2 gigantic airports, but at the same time, 1 day in between. Chicago State's my pick.
Yeah. Lock up Chicago State live on the money line. This is a LIU letdown spot. This is a ridiculous spot that they got to fucking play that game in Long Island Friday night and then a Sunday afternoon game in Chicago State. Oh, yeah. Colby's going to be fucking swimming in the fucking dumpster after Long Island lays a fucking egg here after that Super Bowl win on Friday night. Let's go Chicago State live on the money line. Niagara, Fairfield. Niagara off the fucking buzzer beater win. Fairfield. Laying 4.5 here, Bieniek.
I like the Stags.
Yeah.
I don't know if I love them enough to
They
bet 'em.
suck at home, or they suck on the road, though. Like,
Yeah. Don't know if I love them enough to bet them. I mean, like you said, the book is out and has been out on Fairfield for quite some time. On the road is not necessarily where you want to bet them, and they're coming off a loss to fucking Canisius on the road. So it's like, not really motivated to bet the Stags here.
I'm gonna do it. I took Sacred Heart. They fucking laid the egg on Friday. I'll take them in Fairfield on a bounce back spot here in the MAAC. Lock it up. Okay. Next up, we got the Mount taking on Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac, I'm seeing laying 9.5 against the Mount. Oh, we already talked about Quinnipiac losing a tough one. Now back at home, I still think it's too much. Give me the Mount. No bet.
I'm gonna lay it with Quinnipiac. This I see more of like Manhattan going up against the Zone and Merrimack. I thought that was a tougher matchup. Quinnipiac going up against the Mountain here. I think this is an opportunity for them off the loss where, coach gets in a scuffle or whatever you want to call it. I think
That's
they take care of business here. They win by double digits. A lot of points in the MAC, but I think the Bobcats are the side.
all right. Potentially, maybe the game of the day. Rematch of the CUSA championship last year. Jack State Liberty. Jack State 2-0, Liberty 2-0. I'm all over. Ray Harper as a dog in Lynchburg. Getting the points. I think they're live on the money line here, man.
Ooh. I don't see that.
Ray Harper in league play, baby.
Especially with like Liberty not playing their best lately. The last 3 games have all been really tight. They did knock off Dayton in that stretch, but overtime against FIU, played with their food against Kennesaw State late in that game. I mean, they almost blew that, but I'll go Jack State. They're good as a dog. They're catching a lot of points there, but I'm not going to bet that.
Go Cox. Get this Liberty fucking shit out of here. Let's go. Next up, Iona, Marist here. Iona now, Marist is laying 3.5. Marist is wagging it home.
Yeah, they are.
They lost 2 in a row on the road. Marist is a lock. Marist is a lock. Total lock. Take the Red Foxes. I think Iona's good. I don't like the spot for him. I'll lock up Marist.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot for Marist catching Iona off a big win against Siena. Marist lost 2 in a row on the road coming home. I don't know if you already said that. You may have. Yeah, I'll take the Red Foxes here again. Don't claim to be a MAC specialist. Never really have. Don't have a big enough margin on the cocktail napkin to fire on this. I'll take the Red Foxes and watch it play out.
Single lock over here. Coach John Doon in the Red Foxes over there. Next up, we got Horizon. Dude, Fort Wayne's been a fucking dumpster fire this year, or at least recently.
They did beat Notre Dame.
You're right. Like how? And then they've gotten fucked up in their last two league games. Maybe it's just I'm remembering their league games where they just get fucked up. With that said, is this a get right spot against Cleveland State? This should be a smash spot for Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I think this is a bet of mine here.
I think you're
Cleveland
right.
State. Every time they've jumped on the road, they've gotten murdered. And yeah, Fort Wayne lost 2 in a row here. I think they win this thing by 10. I don't know. If you like it, I'll bet it. It's not
It's
one of
another
my
spot.
favorites.
It's another spot play. They just got drilled at home by Green Bay. Like they got to be
Yeah,
fucking licking
and
their
Cleveland
chops.
State, they just scored the most points they're probably going to score in all
Yeah,
of conference play against IU Indy.
double lock. Next up, we got Wright State taking on Ooey Pooey. Ooey Pooey's been fucking awful. I like him in the spot though, getting 8.5. I will not bet this. This line, I don't know. There's something about Ooey Pooey that if they're going to be catching a lot or bigger numbers, that I'm going to start liking them with their style of play. A lot of ways to get to the backdoor cover here with them.
Yeah. And they offensively they played like ass so much in December that their totals have kind of come down. Consider me getting sucked in once again. The cocktail napkins got them at 167. It's 163.5 everywhere on the market. I'll take the over against Wright State here.
You locking it?
Yeah.
You know what, dude? I'm going to go back to the well with Ooey Pooey. They haven't played a fucking home game in almost a month. So give me a home dog finally in league play, and you'll take the over. So we're going back to our fucking kryptonites. Yeah. Too many points against Wright State. Wright State's 3-0 in league play too. They're due for sleepy spot. Oh god. UConn's laying 20.5 at Gamble too, where it fucking gets lit. I mean, we usually like Shock as a dog, but God, they're so fucking bad. Who's UConn got on deck?
Providence.
It's not really a look ahead.
Nope. The cocktail napkins got them as a 24.5 point favorite.
I'm not betting it. Give me Shaka to cover because Hurley calls off the dogs because him and Hurley or him and Shaka have a good amount of respect for each other. I think UConn wins by like 18 or 19. But it's never a game where we're like, oh, Marquette might upset them. UConn's going to be up by 20 the entire game. Marquette backdoor cover. I'm not betting this fucking game though.
I don't know if Marquette gets across 60. I'm going to bet UConn here.
Laying the 20.5. Where are we at? I'll play your music. Bieniek locking up UConn. And if
Only
UConn
scored
hits
59 against Purdue, only scored 63 against Creighton. I think they 56 against UConn. They lose by 25.
not going to get any pushback from me. I could see that happening. All right, Western Kentucky taking on Louisiana Tech. Come out. What's that line say? Oh, 9.5. I thought it said 4.5. I was like, what? That's a fucking lock and a fucking half. Should we just auto play Western Kentucky? Dude, Louisiana Tech is terrible, and they're terrible on the road. I like Western Kentucky. I don't think they played. They played a good second half. They didn't play a good first half. I think they roll again. I'll lock up with the tops.
I'm not going to bet it with you, but I'll take WKU too.
Yep. All right. Single lock for me. Give me the tops at home. Next up, whoa, Bieniek. This is a fucking fun ass game. Oakland taking on Bob Morris. Is this a rematch of the title game?
No, Oakland did not get there
Semis.
last year. It was
Semis,
Cleveland
right?
State and Romo, I believe. Yeah, both of these teams, of all D1 basketball teams, I think I've seen these are top three. I think Duquesne's probably in front of Robert Morris, but of games that I've seen in person, because both of these schools have at some point in my life been the two closest to me. Oakland for me. Can't be called out the
The
student
fans.
section.
Saw that.
2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and they just got back onto campus, I believe. Big game here against the NCAA tournament team of last year. I think they'll be able to advertise that quite well. Give me the Golden Grizzlies. I think they win it by 5+.
Lock?
I'm not that confident in it.
I'm just gonna take Bobby Moe, but I don't have a lot of conviction on this one. I think this game comes between that 3 to 6 range. So I'll take the points, no bet.
Yep.
Missouri State is like the best team in the fucking league now. They're fucking
Yeah, who'd they just murder?
they've murdered
UTEP.
they've murdered back to back. They've murdered Delaware on the road too. Which is why I'm gonna lock up New Mexico State because New Mexico State just got embarrassed by the airport. Early Friday game. I like Hooten and company. I think he's a good coach. I'm taking New Mexico State. I think they're favored for a reason. I'll lock up New Mexico State.
Yeah, Ken Palm's got him as a 1-point favorite. Cocktail Napkins got Missouri State as a 1-point favorite. I'll take the hot hand right now with the Bears. No bet.
Let's go to Mexico State. You gotta have some pride after that shit. Because I mean, New Mexico State I think has lost what 2 in a row? No, 3 out of 6 here. So yeah, trust Coach Hooten and company. This game's always great. Drake, Indiana State. Drake laying 6.5 here, Bieniek. I like Drake. They just dropped a home game. And they're traditionally good at home. I know Indiana State's been chippy recently since Grades got back. Give me Drake to get across the finish line late.
Yeah, Drake reps the 6 well. I'll lay it too.
Yeah, this game was great a couple years ago. That fucking the Missouri Valley title game with the DeVries and shirts over there. That was a fucking great game. Valpo. Speaking of the Valley, Valpo laying 3.5 against Illinois Chicago.
Still a shame that Indiana State didn't get in at large that year.
Oh, I know, 100%. What do you think here, Bieniek? I think I'm going to take Valpo. I'm not going to bet this one though.
Yeah, I'm on the beacons of shit, as Colby will call it.
They are beacons of shit.
Yeah, Valpo, no conviction on either side. Both of these teams kind of similar to me. Yeah, Valpo.
All right. Let's go back to the system here. Fairdick's laying 2.5. I cannot believe Fairdick is laying points against anybody. But St. Francis is the worst team in the country, and they quit because this is their last year. Lock Fairdick.
I think if they win one game, it's this.
Well, they're not going to.
I'm on the red flash. No bet.
Trust the system. Trust the system. Next up on the dock, Youngstown taking on Northern Kentucky. Northern Kentucky laying 3.5 here, Bieniek. So what? Youngstown lost the fucking tough. Yeah, I like Youngstown here. Bounce back. They lost that tough game to fucking Oakland the other night at the ice boxes, I think is what you call it. I think I'm gonna go in on Youngstown. I think this is a chippy foxhole spot for him.
Yeah, the cocktail napkins got it as a pick 'em. NKU typically is good at home. That makes it a little bit of a scary fade for me. But Youngstown should have a good advantage on the glass in this matchup against NKU. It just matters if the Penguins are going to make some shots because the Norse defense typically has been good under Horn. This year, it's kind of been their weakness. I don't know if that's based off of the schedule or lack thereof that they've played so far, but I'll go Penguins, no bet. We'll see how this one goes.
Quack quack. Give me
Huh?
those penguins.
What'd you just do?
Quack quack.
I don't think that's what a penguin makes.
Yeah, they make an annoying ass noise. I don't know. I know it's the Oregon duck, but I don't know what a fucking penguin noise. Quack quack. It's close enough. Wagner laying 7.5. You ever thought you'd be saying Wagner's laying 7.5 going to the year?
Yeah, not this year. Did not think that was happening in 2025 or 2026. Hell no.
Gotta take Stonehill. No bet.
Yeah.
Seven and
Yeah,
a
I'll
half.
take the
Wagner.
points.
Good
I'll take
lord, there's like life principle rules. They fucking interim coach. They weren't even laying 7.5 when they went to the tourney a couple years ago because they were so defensive oriented.
Yep. I'll take the points there.
UTEP. All right. I'm gonna hold my nose. I'm betting UTEP. Pride spot. FIU off what? Their best win of the year?
Yeah, and probably laying the largest spread they will all season.
Yeah, this is a fucking buy low on UTEP. I mean, this is a hold your nose. Like I said, I'm gonna hold my nose. Take Golding. Bank that he's got his guys ready to play here and compete.
I'm gonna lay it.
Faded and Ballard. A fucking foxhole spot if I've ever seen one. Jesus Christ. Show up, UTEP. Tulsa, North Texas here. Tulsa laying 3.5? No.
Is this coming down?
North Texas money line. You mentioned it all non-con. They're good in this. They're good in this building. I don't trust them as a big favorite, but as a dog, absolutely. Give me Danielle Robinson and company. They were chippy at Memphis the other night. They just couldn't score. Now they're back at home catching points. I'm all over the mean green. No way I'm laying points with Tulsa at North Texas. What are you doing here, Bieniek?
Checking out what Tulsa's done on the road this year, and it's not been pretty.
They won at Western Kentucky.
Yeah. Sorry. And they also only won by 1 against Oral Roberts,
And then lost by
which
1 at K-State. So, yeah, they're
inner city
all 1-point
rivalry.
games.
Yeah, all 3 of them. Yeah.
Give me another 1-point game.
Yeah, that's a North Texas cover. Yeah, I'll take the mean green. I'll take the points there. And the early money has kind of aided me in that pick too. I'll tail that. Give me the mean green.
You want to double lock this?
I think it's a money line or nothing type of deal. I'll stay off.
Take it off.
Sorry.
Mean green outright tomorrow afternoon on a Sunday in Denton, Texas. Northern Iowa going to Evansville. Evansville doing what Evansville does, and that's get drilled in the Missouri Valley every fucking year with this team. This is gonna be chalky as hell. Should we just bet Northern Iowa? They're only laying 5.5. This line fucking reeks.
Yeah, Evansville at home though. They've lost 2 in a row on the road.
I'm saying away. This is a Courtney Love and a fucking half. My God.
I'll lay it with UNI, but no bet.
I mean, if you bet Northern Iowa, this is as square gets. You get the 4-0 team taking on the 0-4 team, and they're laying less than fucking 2 possessions. I think Northern Iowa should be the side, but I'm not. There's something up in this game. No, thank you. I'm out on this one. Bieniek, here we go. Yeah. Murray taking on Bradley. Murray's undefeated. Murray's won what? 8 in a row. Bradley playing good ball. Dropped one the other day. Stayed out on the road. I think Bradley's alive. I think Murray may finally drop a league game here. I think this game comes right down the wire. I'm locking up Bradley, the Braves here. I know they're not the best road team, but I thought they played all right at Belmont. Belmont's just really fucking good. Give me Bradley to get a split here on the road at the Belmont Murray road trip.
I'm on Bradley to keep it close. I don't know if they'll win it, but I'll take the points here.
Lock it up. Give me those Braves. Good fucking mid-major day tomorrow, Bieniek.
Yes.
The
When you have a slate that has Missouri Valley games and
Yes.
Horizon League games, it's always going to be good.
110%. Belmont taking on Southern Illinois. 7.5. Seems a little short. I'll take the Salukis. So, dude, I mean, fuck. I'm tempted to bet the Salukis. Have you seen what they've done on the road recently? They lost a 3-point game at Murray. They lost a 4-point game at Bradley. They lost an overtime at Richmond. I mean, those are 3 quality opponents that they've been knocking on the door to finally get one. Oh, give me the Salukis again and Nagy and company to keep another one close here. Belmont's good, but I think that this is a Belmont 3-4-point win, just like Murray did and Bradley did.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'll take the Salukis, but
I want action in these games.
I'm not going to bet against Belmont right now.
Salukis. Let's go over to the WCC, and WCC leaning into a little Sunday night action. I like that. Taking over the Sunday night spot, Bieniek. Portland taking on San Fran. The Dons are laying 12.5. The Dons haven't been very good lately.
No.
Portland has. I guess I got
Kind
drove
of.
with St. Mary's. Yeah. This is kind of a dead number, 12.5.
It's right on the napkin, too.
Yeah, it's perfectly placed. Lay it.
Give me Legans and the Pilots.
No conviction on that one. Pacific off a 30-point beatdown, taking on Pepperdine. Pacific's laying 10.5. Oh my god, I gotta do it. I'll bet Pepperdine. Pepperdine came through for me the other day against St. Mary's and covered by the hook.
St. Mary's or Santa Clara?
Santa Clara, I apologize. Yes, they were getting 19.5, lost by 19. Had them all the way.
I'm on Pacific here. I think they
10.5?
Yeah. I just think Pepperdine's that bad.
You know what? You talked me off the lock. Stay away. Because I do like Dave Smart.
Yeah.
But I'll take the points, no bet. No bet. Speaking of Santa Clara, they're taking on San Diego. Fucking laughing. All of a sudden's a covering machine. Covers every fucking game. Is this the one he gets fucked up in? I mean, they just played up. They almost won at San Fran, or they were chippy the entire game. They almost beat Gonzaga. This is a Lavin smash spot, I think. Or smash spot against Lavin. I'll lay it. No bet.
I'm also on the Broncos here. They've won by 17 or more in 3 straights. Yeah, I'll take Santa Clara. No bets. San Diego, like you mentioned, they've kind of figured something out here. Second leg of the road trip, they could be dangerous. But yeah, I'll take Santa Clara. No bet there.
I'll bet anything Colby locks up Lavin, but I can't get on board with it. Oh, the Pac-2. Here we go, baby. I know why Oregon State got drilled the other night by Pacific. They were looking ahead to this fucking game. This is tink,
Yeah,
tink,
right.
tink, tink, tink money line spot lock. Give me Oregon State all fucking day against David Riley and Wazoo. What are you doing here, Beanick?
Yeah, I think Oregon State's the side.
Can't wait for this game.
Yeah, just over 2 possessions in this matchup, I think, is disrespectful. Uh, I'll go Beavs and I'll lock it with you if you want to.
It's a close your eyes special. Get drilled by 30.
Sure. Yeah, I like that.
Let's go.
It's not the first close your eyes special we've already had. I think what was the other one? They got drilled by
UTEP was a close your eyes special.
they got drilled by Santa Clara by 38, and then they came back and beat the Dons.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're Tinkle's a close your eyes special coach. That's how he got to the Elite Eight. He just closed his eyes and tinked on everybody. Let's go,
Sure.
fucking baby.
I
Big
don't think
Ten.
that's how that close your eyes special works. You don't go on win streaks with that, but yeah.
Hey, don't argue with results. I'll lock up Indiana. I learned my lesson from fucking Iowa and UCLA tonight. I'm not sold on this Washington team. I think DeVries in Indiana, they got a little bit of chippiness, toughness. I think they blow out Washington by double digits. Lock.
Yeah, who's healthy for Washington right now? They played without Yates the last couple of games here, last 2.
This place is gonna be rocking on a Sunday night too. They love them the Hoosiers there.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Um, yeah, I'll join you on a lock here. I
Let's
like it.
go. Double lock.
Cocktail Napkins got them favored by 9.
Signetti, energy in the building. Yeah.
The line's also gone up over shore or overseas too, but Chris has it at 8 now.
Yeah, they're watching the show. What can I say? All right, couple pair of the WCC games late in the evening here, Beanick. Seattle is about to get
This is
fucked up.
a drill spot.
Yeah, this is Heartbreak City
It
against the
was a give it
Zags.
all you got against Gonzaga, and
Yeah,
now
now
out
you
of
got to fit
gas with 1 day of rest.
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
St. Mary's the lock. We talk about how they drill teams at home in this league. This is a drill spot. Lock, double
yeah.
lock.
Scheduled loss. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, it's evil to give them Gonzaga and St. Mary's back to
that's
back
such a bullshit spot.
with 1 day of rest. Evil, evil, evil.
Welcome to the league. Welcome to the WCC, Seattle.
Yeah.
And Loyola Marymount. You're about to get fucked up. Getting 23 and a half. I think Gonzaga will win by 30.
I'll take the points here and disagree with you.
They ever since they lost that fucking game, the 1 year at the kennel to Loyola Marymount, they fucking have taken it personally.
With La Pepe.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be on St. Mary's and I'll be on Gonzaga. Who says I don't take favorites? I'm fucking chalking it up left and right. Money line McIntyre over here. Come on, you fucking jack fucks. Kiss my ass. All right, Beanick. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Favorite 3 plays on the board and the dog. Give me some chalk at home here. Let's go in the early window. Give me Merrimack laying the number against Manhattan. Give me the Tops laying the number against Louisiana Tech. And then give me the Hoosiers laying the number against Washington. My dog. North Texas is a yapper, but I want to give a nice one out. Give me the rematch. The rematch worked the other night. What league was it? Oh, it worked today. Miami of Ohio has a rematch against Akron. Give me Ray Harper in Jack State plus 450 on the money line against Liberty. Go Cox for my Sunday dog.
Favorite bet Sunday is Tulane plus 5.5 against Florida Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
They're also my dog plus 195 on the money line there. Then I'll take you to the scheduled loss that is Seattle at St. Mary's. Lay the number with the Gales minus 10.5. I think that's a drill spot. Unfortunate for my Seattle Redhawks, but it's coming. And then I'll take you to one of the first games of the day. Seton Hall minus 2.5. They get the job done against Creighton there.
Boom. Good show. Good show.
Yes, sir.
Got done under
Came in
3
under
hours.
3. Yep.
There we go. There you go. You know, my hosting, keeping us moving over there on the Saturday recap. Go check out Noah Bieniek at Noah B77_. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. Go check out Pick Dundee at the Colby D. He will be in Nashville for the FCS Championship with our friend, the Tailgate Report. Good news. The pregame show resumes this week now that we actually have a real schedule. So we will remind you of that time tomorrow. Cannabis Capper, Huff, Stooley, Troy, all the guys over there, and much more. And Rob, I'm sure, too. So make sure you get your notifications turned on. We got plenty of content. The road to Indy begins now, man. This is kind of when shit starts heating up with conference play. Kind of got a taste of it today with 120 games. And yeah, you got anything before we get up on out of here? Ready to go to bed?
Nope. I got nothing here. Shout out to Jared Green. He's saying Hoosiers. Great call, Mac. IU Indy over courtesy of the cocktail napkin. Seems like a move as well. Talking about the total there. He says, let's go Peach Bowl. Hoosiers.
Love it. Love it. Go Hoosiers. Go Jags.
Rooting for you.
Yes.
I'm rooting for those Hoosiers. I think it's a fantastic story. Even if Signetti's head isn't going to fit through the door frame anymore with all the helium that's gone through there. So
it already don't fucking fit through that door. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Sunday, fun day. Enjoy your Sundays, everybody. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here. Jack fucks now. Your day's good tonight.